Check it out. Feel the rhythm on the bass mark. Feel the rhythm on the bass mark. Hip and drum and come around one best me. Hello. I start this game. Mr. Thanks I get. Hello. I started this game. Mr. Thanks I get.
Indeed, I did. Hey, everyone, it's me, Ethan Van Sciver. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets, 27-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan and trusted member of the media. How are you all tonight? Great to be with you. We got a lot of people in here so far. We're going to wait for a few more to come in. Let people know. Let me explain something about cancel culture. Cancel culture doesn't just apply to, SJWs attacking normal people. It also applies to YouTube. So if you wouldn't mind, let's circumvent YouTube's ghosting, evil ghosting activity. We're the Ghostbusters here. We're the Ghostbusters here at Comic Artist Pro Secrets. We want to make sure that everybody knows that we are streaming right now, streaming live. Welcome. Got a good show for you tonight. We got Zebra Cakes who says it blows taint. It blows taint. Okay, Matt Deckard says, I'm guessing we have to redo Splash Mountain now. Well, I mean, what is going on? That's what I get for sleeping all day. Coach in Lunacy says, I am elegant and eloquent, but sadly lacking in humility. Well, let me tell you something. Work your way up to my status of humility, if you would. We got some guests tonight. We're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to review what's going on in the god-awful world of the dying comic book industry and dying society. Listen, fat, says Alan Rogers. I'm listening. What you got to say? What you got to say? We're going to have some guests. We're going to promote some books. I've got a big guest tonight. I'm pretty excited about this. Very, very, very epic guest. Somebody who I think his work has changed my life. It's changed your life too, whether you know it or not. I mean, if you went to the movies and saw Dark Knight Rises, you love this character, you love this man. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to introduce you with much accolades, with humility. I would like to honor this fellow tonight, Graham Nolan. How are you, sir?
Hello, Ethan. It's nice to be on your show.
Yeah, it's very nice to have you here. Graham Nolan, of course, is the creator of Bane, co-creator of Bane. But you know what, Graham? I'm going to be honest with you.
Go ahead.
With all due respect to Chuck, it's
Chuck
about time we artists kind of stood
up.
Chuck. We got to stand up and take some credit and start saying, you know what? I saw something that Steve Ditko posted where he just slammed Stan Lee. It was about time somebody did. I mean, he choke slammed Stan Lee, Stan the Man. He said, who created Spider-Man again? Who did most of... Here's what Stan Lee did. And then he wrote in column 1, Spider-Man. And then in column 2, here's what I did. And then he illustrated all the beautiful, everything that he added to the Spider-Man mythology. And it became very clear that Stan Lee was a fraud.
Same could be said for Bob Kane.
Well, Bob Kane indubitably was a fraud. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Bob Kane was definitely
Bill
a
Finger
fraud.
Created everything.
Yeah. And Bill Finger buried in a pauper's grave. Who remembers? Who cries for Bill Finger? Who weeps for Bill Finger? You do. I do too. Heretic doesn't. He says, hey, E, you're looking enormous today. Healthy bulk. F you, Heretic. By the way, Graham.
Yeah.
I know that you are looking at me right now and you're like, what is Ethan's workout regime? Regimen, not regime. What is Ethan's workout regimen? Because he looks healthy today. And the answer is stop eating for 3 days. Because you're tired of people calling you, your own fans calling you fat.
What?
God, I miss the 80s, says Steve Laconin. Me too. I kind of do. Graham, we're going to have some more guests tonight. We're going to have a big ComicsGate party. By the way, can you do me a favor and say hi, ComicsGate?
Hey, ComicsGate.
How hard was that? How hard was that, Donnie Cates, you pussy? Here comes Eric Weathers. Here comes Fragaboom.
Hey,
Here comes Deadwood Dale, and we're waiting for John Malin. That's it. Nobody else come in. We're gonna have a full house when John Malin gets here. Eric Weathers, I'd like you to meet Graham Nolan. Graham Nolan.
I've met Eric because
Yep.
we did Mandy's show together.
that's right. We were on Mandy Summers.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's see. Have you met Deadwood Dale?
I have not.
Why would he have any reason to know who I am? I'm just some jackass on the internet.
We all are.
Well, that describes most of us here. Yeah, Eric is right. Deadwood Dale is a YouTuber. He's ComicsGate. Deadwood Dale, your newest remix.
There's a new one. I missed it.
Well, you didn't miss much. Frega, I'm gonna play this, okay? And you, if you want, I mean, yeah, feel free to yell at Deadwood Dale over this because this is.
I love it.
I just wanted to stop by and say hi. I'm not going to stay here for long because obviously, there's a lot of people that can contribute to the conversation. But I just want to
shut
say
up,
my
Deadwood
words of
Dale.
encouragement.
Shut up. All right, hold on a second. Christ Almighty! About to play your video, and make fun of you. Stick around. This is called Humble Man Van Skyver. Look what this guy did for 4 minutes and 21 seconds. My name's Ethan Van Skyver. World's most charming, elegant, eloquent, humble man. And it just goes on like that, Dale. It just goes on like that for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It's music to make love to.
It is, isn't it?
I don't know. I just thought it was a good idea.
It was, Dale. It was.
Do you still think it's a good idea, Dale?
You didn't like it?
No, I love it. I love everything you do. It's hilarious. Thank you so much. It is spooky, though. It is very, very, very spooky. When I was a kid, one of my earliest nightmares at the age of 2 was my mom had a Betty Crocker cookbook. This was like 1976. And the strangest thing ever, you open it up and the inside pages were pictures of the same cake, right? Like just kind of layered down the side of the checkerboarded down the side of the page. But each cake was in a different monochromatic color. And for some reason, that spooked the hell out of me at age 2. And I don't know why. I can't explain that. I also saw an episode of The Waltons that gave me nightmares. But this was very, very strange indeed. And Deadwood Dale, okay, I'm sorry. I want to congratulate you. Thank you so much for doing that video. And now I'm going to let you speak your piece. Motor Mount.
Oh, by the way, I did back your executive honeycomb box, and I got the add-on where you have to draw me a picture of Heather Swain. I was wondering if there was an extra amount of money I could give you to turn that into Heather Antos, so you draw me Heather Antos instead.
To be fair, you may have me on a technicality. John Malin, he may have me on a technicality because, and Clint, hang in there, because Deadwood Dale's leaving. He may have me on a technicality because I just said Heather. I didn't say Heather Swain.
Oh, you didn't?
Nice.
I just said Heather. I assumed that you would want Heather Swain, but you are saying
I want Heather Graham. Heather Graham. You gonna do Heather?
Heather.
Graham?
I got to draw just whatever Heathers. Graham, do you have a Heather in mind? That I mean, is there a Heather of preference for you?
I can't think of any.
Heather Thomas.
I want the cast of the movie Heathers.
Oh shit, Heather Locklear. They're saying in the
Heather
chat.
Locklear, that's the one.
Yeah,
Heather Thomas is a good one.
Well, Deadwood Dale, I'll do what I can for you. I really will, because I like the cut of your jib. We've got the Heather Swain action figure in, though. I want to show you this. Look at this right here. Now, it is, of course, she's naked behind this heart. She's a heartbreaker. Yeah. I had to cover up her. I know. Well, I know, but even still, I covered up her boobies, but I missed the nipple right here. I realized that when I saw it blown up. I did it on my phone real quick. But this is the state of the Heather Swain action figure. I've got to design a T-shirt for her to be wearing, and I think it's going to be like a frog anatomical chart on a black shirt, kind of like kind of hipster. I don't know. But anyway, that's the Heather Swain. This is the state of things. There's the Cyberfrog action figure. There's the Cyberfrog Salamandroid PVC. The final design. They made 3D Robin go in there. I mean, we have pros that are actually doing this and making sure that all of these figures are structurally sound. They're not going to break. And this is what the final PVC Cyberfrog freebie PVC is going to look like. Yeah, it's pretty
That's
exciting.
really cool. That's really neat looking.
Yeah, Graham, we got a lot of stuff coming, and it makes me. Oh, by the way, Deadwood Dale, thanks for coming in. I'm going to let Clint come in now.
Alrighty. See you.
All right,
Have a
brother.
good one.
Bye-bye. Oh, I kick everyone out too quickly. Not a professional broadcaster. Sorry, Deadwood Dale. Welcome, Clint Stoker. How are you?
What's up, Clint?
Hey, great to see you, as always.
Now, Clint, have you met Graham Nolan? I'm sure you have.
I haven't met Graham Nolan, but I
Oh.
have seen his book, and it looks great. So,
Oh, thanks, Clint. Appreciate it.
yeah. Yeah, we'll have to talk. I guess we're here. That's what we're doing. So, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Nice
that's
to meet you.
we're talking right now about the Chenoo, which is Graham Nolan's new comic. And by the way, guys, so let me just restate here the important elements of this interaction here. Graham Nolan, classic DC creator, created Bane for Batman, and now Graham is one of us, I believe. He subscribes to the ComicsGate credo from what he understands. What is ComicsGate? Dan Frago, what is ComicsGate?
ComicsGate is creating comics that are authentic and respect the customer and the reader, and giving your all without any compromise.
And what else? The politics part. Clint, what do you think ComicsGate is like?
Man, that is a loaded question. But to me, I think that
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the
Exactly.
limitations of their women.
Thank you, John.
yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Dang.
It's the answer to the politics in comics. We don't want to change your mind or persuade you or shame you. We just want to entertain you. That's the way I see it.
Simple as that.
But everyone's a rapper now.
That was
geez,
not on
huh?
purpose.
Graham, so that's what ComicsGate is. And you and I have talked a little bit, and I've said, "Are you ComicsGate?" And you said, "Well, I think so, from what I understand." So good enough. It doesn't matter. You said, "Hi, ComicsGate." I think you what kind of maniac wouldn't agree with that credo?
Yeah, comics is a broad art form, and I got no problem with people doing what they want, but they got to earn it. If you think that a trans fire hydrant is going to make a great comic, then make it and sell it and own it. But don't turn a character that's part of a company character like Marvel and DC, turn it into something that it's not, just to satisfy some type of a political narrative. That drives me nuts.
I thought you were talking Iron Man for a second. A trans fire hydrant. I thought you were talking about Iron Man.
It's the next villain of the week.
Man, I was like, oh shit, what's happening out there? Crazy.
So in other words, it's okay. I mean, look, don't suddenly make Bane transgender. I mean, he just isn't. He was never meant to be. But
Exactly.
feel free to do this instead. This is Kickstarter. Black Lives Matter. # Black Lives Matter. Of course. Don't attack us. This is mid-season 1 of Class 6, an LGBTQ Heroes comic series that somebody sent me. Feel free to do this, as ridiculous as this is. This is perfectly fine. We've got these two fellas here. I guess they're a gay couple. They're going to get married. He says, speaking for my future husband and me. Dude, don't let him speak for you.
Yeah, be a man.
He really is married.
This marriage is already off to a bad start, right?
True.
I said, we've teamed up with 10 other Latin artists. How many Latin artists does it take to screw in a mother effing light bulb? Evidently 10.
10.
You know what? Is John Delarose among them?
What
Is he the most prolific?
He's a writer.
The greatest. He's the great. Oh, he's a writer. You're right. Okay, forget about it.
Okay.
All right, so they got 6 heroes that represent various parts of the community. They have lesbian, Jaseri, transgender, Nevaeh. I don't know what this means. Bear, Kian, Twink, Nami, drag queen, Queen Hizar, and Leather, Iran. So that's Preston Poulter right there. These heroes' fates, these 6 heroes' fates are interconnected by an unseen force, and together they form Class 6. I don't really get that. But their mission is to defend only gay people.
That sounds like, wasn't there a Wachowski thing on Netflix called Sense8? And that was supposed to be a really progressive kind of superhero-y team.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a play on the word classics.
God damn it, Dan. You are a wordsmith. I should have known that.
You cracked that nut.
Classics. All right. So anyway, this is an example of a weird social justice warrior book, obviously, but it's okay. I mean, this is the thing. Like, don't do this to the Avengers, but absolutely do this if you want.
I mean, if you got an idea and you want to do it, and you've got some kind of political narrative you want to push, more power to you. But you got to stand behind it. And if it doesn't sell, you got to look in the mirror and say, you know what? Maybe my shit's no good.
Yeah, maybe this wasn't such a great idea.
Yeah,
but
maybe it wasn't. Maybe this isn't a broad appeal.
Yeah, I don't think it has much appeal.
Maybe they've already gotten to that point, and that's why they're trying to piggyback on established characters.
Wow.
You mean like at Marvel and DC?
Yeah,
Could be.
Appropriation is a powerful thing. Why build an idea when it's already been built for you? You can just piggyback on it.
Well, it's because it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard work to create a character to have people interested in. But if you can piggyback, it goes back to when they did that with the Rawhide Kid. And they did this gay polemic about the Rawhide Kid. And Chuck Dixon spoke out about it, and then he got castigated for it. You know, because they took this character that John Severin had ended up drawing that series. And I don't think he knew what he was getting into, that it was this kind of double entendre type of story. And, you know, it became this real big shitstorm for him. But the truth is, you know, that, you know, you're taking characters that somebody else created and you're remolding them to fit a political or social narrative, you know, and I think it's lazy storytelling, you know. Come up with something of your own. And
I agree. They're remolding these characters into semi-soft latex so that they can pleasure themselves with these characters. And I am against it personally. I'm 100% against it. What I want to see is more Graham Nolan's The Chenoo. And by the way, I'm sick of this number here, 26. That bothers me. Let's refresh this and just see what's what. Boom, 27,176. Ladies and gentlemen, this campaign is moving right now. Let's get people backing the Chenoo. Graham, can I watch this video? Do you care?
Yeah, please.
Okay, here we go.
Good evening. Tonight's big story centers on the state of emergency declared this morning in Buffalo.
Between 4,000 and 5,000 cars said to be abandoned on city streets.
Buffalo is still very much a city under siege.
Space's wind whips the snow into 30-foot drifts.
Niagara Falls Air Base, one of their...
Whoa.
Below tonight, 10 below zero. Get off the streets and highways as soon as possible.
Hell yes! Great trailer. Yes, everyone. The Chenoo on Indiegogo. Graham Nolan's with us tonight. Wow. People in the chat are asking. They're saying, hey, where's the link? The link's in the description. We got all the links in the description tonight. We've got the Cyberfrog links. We've got Chenoo. We got Battlebrick Road. I'm going to need people to start throwing Dan Fraga's Black Flag link in the chat if you wouldn't mind. Because this is great, guys. The Chenoo. Did I get everybody? Clint, you've got a sign-up sheet right now, right?
Oh, yeah. I've got Fatal, which is going to be launching as soon as I finish fulfilling Downcast, which we're done. We're just doing the front print file. So that's, I've got a pre-launch page for that.
Okay. All right. So let's, we'll look at that. Let's do the Chenoo here and describe this and explain this to everyone. Graham, that was the most electrifying kick-ass trailer that I've seen in a long time.
I got to give props to Nick Grosh, who did that. He had done a trailer for Richard Meyer, and he just contacted me. He sent me an email. Hey, I did this fan trailer. What do you think? And I'm like, holy shit, this is freaking amazing. Can I use this? This is awesome. And do you do this for a living? Because I want to use you for my next campaign. I got another project that I'm going to do when the Chenoo is over. And I'm going to use Nick to create the video for that because he just did a stellar job.
So it's a horror movie essentially, and that's what it felt like. It felt like an old school There's the best horror movies to me are the ones that actually make me chill me. Like actually, I feel like I'm cold. Like The Shining is one.
Right.
Obviously, The Shining, you're just freezing the whole time and worried about like your family coming undone. That trailer made me feel the same way.
Well, there were ghosts in there. Yeah,
there weren't. There were no ghosts. The actual ghosts were manifestations of two psychic entities, Jack and the little boy.
Is this what your further research?
Yeah. That's all. There are no ghosts in The Shining. The ghosts represent you'll notice that the ghosts only appear when the two are traumatizing one another, or when the.
Is that right?
Briefly visit that hotel.
The wife
on
looks.
vacation.
What's her name? She looks into the room and sees all the skeletons.
Yeah.
There's no one in the room with her.
Yeah. But that's because she probably has The Shining too for a second. That's
the whole house.
The
house itself is supposed to shine. So.
Whatever. Let's talk about the Chenoo. Graham Nolan's the Chenoo is absolutely amazing. Everyone, the link is in the description. This is one that you're going to want to get and support. And let's get this thing to $30,000 tonight. I think that'd be nice. That
would be great. Because then everybody gets extra pages, because I'm going to do some more story content and tell the story of the 1977 blizzard when the Chenoo first came in.
So what year is this?
This is modern. This is today.
Okay, so if you if you get to 30,000, you're going to add a whole other sequence from 1977.
Yeah, I'm going to add another 8-page sequence for of that what took place in 1977.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely love that. All right, so here's what you got. Your featured tier. Wow, this is crazy. The original art level. Why did you make this featured? I'm gonna have to start yelling at you.
Why did I make that featured?
Yeah, you've only got one of them.
Sold out.
I mean, it's like the featured tier. Here's the thing, Graham. We're gonna go through this because we become masters at crowdfunding, masters of the Indiegogo platform.
Before the knowledge, absolutely.
Okay, so the featured tier, your featured perk,
right,
is the thing that you want everyone to buy. That's the thing that you want everyone to buy. You got to have more than one of them. So the original art level is like pretty elite, and that's all the way at the end. Somebody who has $1,000 to spend is going to find this, but you're not telling everyone to get this because there's only one of them.
Gotcha.
Buy Graham a beer for $10. Oh, Graham. But everybody did. You got 18 people to buy you a beer.
I'm going to be drunk as hell.
Okay. Let's see. Signed comic book and sticker, $25. That's good. That might be the featured tier, but let's keep looking. You want this one too? Variant cover. So that's a nice. Who did? Oh, that's you. You did the variant too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that variant cover a lot. Signed comic book level 2. What is there? A signed comic book level 1?
Well, the first one, you're getting in level 2, you're getting the poster.
Oh, I see. Okay. So actually, this might be your featured tier. That might be your featured tier. You should go back and change that and put that, make that featured. Comic book grab bag. You're gonna. These are books that you drew in the past.
Yep. All signed.
Wow. Okay. Remarked Chenoo with a sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that might be your featured tier. So you get a Chenoo sketch by Graham Nolan, the creator of Bane. This is just, look at this meat. It's what for dinner. It's what's for dinner. This should be a t-shirt too.
You know what I did is there's a website called Font U, I think it's called, and you can take fonts, put it in there, and it'll decipher what those fonts were. So I went to the Beef It's What's for Dinner campaign that they did back years ago when Mitchum was doing it, and I took the ad, I put it in there, found out what the fonts were, and I created that so that it represented that old Beef It's What's for Dinner campaign.
Did we lose?
No.
I think we lost.
I think we might have lost Ethan for a second.
Yeah, we may have.
Graham?
Yeah.
Graham, are you back? Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're back, Ethan. He was good.
Oh, he was good. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I actually said, I was like, did we lose Graham or is that me that's gone?
Oh.
And nobody answered me. So I was like, oh, shit, I think it's me. Okay, very good. So, oh my God. No, Graham. Oh.
What'd I do?
He did the What's his name? Sean Gordon Murphy Skype call. $200.
No. All right. Let's ignore that. But yeah, there are a lot of original art levels here. Survivor level. That's a good tier. I've got one of those. Original art level 5. All right. Yeah, you're sold out of the sketch level. Everybody wanted 20 of these sketches. That's great. Yeah, the one thing I would say is just choose probably the $50 perk is the one that you should put up and make that the first one, the featured tier. All right, let's take a look and see how we're doing here. I think some people are buying it. I could be wrong. No, I'm right. They are. People are buying this right now. $27,723. Thank you guys for supporting this. All right, so let's talk about the Chenoo really quick. Where did this idea come from? Why this?
Well, I've always loved monsters. I mean, before I got into comics, I was a monster kid. And I currently live just outside of Buffalo, and I was driving along the lake one winter afternoon, and there was a storm coming in. And I thought, like you, I think cold weather creates a good horror scenario. And I decided I wanted to do the story about a creature coming off the lake, the same way that Carpenter did about the pirates coming off out of the fog. I thought that was kind of a cool idea. So I went into a coffee shop and wrote the whole darn thing in one afternoon. I went online and I looked in to see if there was any kind of mythological creature that I could tap into. And I found a Native American myth about this character called a Chenoo, who was a man at one time, and he scarred his soul so badly through cannibalism that he turned into this creature that would eat the hearts of men to try and reclaim the warmth he could never have. And I thought, oh, bammo, this is it. And so then I created it basically after that, it becomes a siege story. I get a bunch of people in a house, and the Chenoo is hunting the people in the house. And that's the basic premise of it. It's a claustrophobic, that kind of winter claustrophobic tale of terror.
Welcome to 28,000, which you just hit.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Congrats.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, ComicsGate gang.
Yeah. Welcome to us. All right, let me look around here real quick here. We're going to come back to the Chenoo. Everybody, the links are in the description. Please do back the Chenoo. And while you're thinking about awesome comics, let me introduce you to Eric Weathers, who Eric,
hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thanks, man. It's kind of cool to do like an old school ComicsGate live scenario here. I appreciate all you guys being with me tonight. We're going to go through a ton of stories too, guys. It's not just going to be this is not just a shill stream. We're going to talk about shit. We're going to talk about horrible shit.
That's one of my favorite topics.
Yeah, we do it really well with the, me, Malin, and Cecil in particular talk about shit better than anyone, I think. But we're going to do that tonight. Hang in there, guys. Watch this. Battle Brick Road, Eric Weathers. Eric, can I play your video?
Yes, please do.
All right, let's go.
Thea Gale has grown up in a world brought to its knees by drought and monstrous dust storms. Now, a message from her long-lost father will set her on a path through an exotic land. Along with her trusty sidekick Toto, she must befriend a ragtag group of outcasts to endure the many challenges along the way. Battle Brick Road Operation Zephyr is a 52-page graphic novel and the first volume in a 4-part series. From artificial intelligence to genetic manipulation, Battle Brick Road brings an original and multi-layered story to the familiar backdrop of Oz. Back it today and help bring to life this apocalyptically fresh take on the classic American fairy tale. Only on Indiegogo.
Absolutely love it. Another great trailer. Simple to the point. A lot of good information. Battle Brick Road is still funding. You're into your second month, and so far the first month was a big hit, 41,000.
Huge hit. Yeah. Battle Brick Road. We ended on 40 grand on Sunday night into early Monday morning. Von Klaus and I had a big closeout stream, or a big, I guess you could call it, extension stream, and they came out. The fans came out and got us up to over the 40 grand mark, and I'm very, very grateful for it.
What's the pitch? Tell people what Battle Brick Road is.
Battle Brick Road, in short, is Wizard of Oz with guns. We follow the story of Dorothy Gale. She's grown up in this Mad Max world. The United States is this great American desert now. It's just been dust storms and destitution her whole life. she loses her father. He's taken from her at a young age, and she's been on a sort of this quest to sort of figure out what happened to him, where to find him. In about 20 years, when we find her, when we join the story, she gets this message from her dad, sort of out of the blue, and he says, "Dorothy, I'm here. Come find me. And when you get here, follow the yellow brick road." And that sets her off on this journey to find her dad. And she picks up these badass mercenaries along the way to help her out. We've got our own versions of the Dorothy, Toto, Tin Man, Lion, Scarecrow. The Wicked Witches are these AI constructs that each control a sector of Oz. And of course, we're going to run into the Watcher. They're called Watchers. We're going to run into the Watcher of the East first. The Watcher of the North and the South are good. And of course, the Watcher of the West is the worst of all. They're all sort of this related AIs. They were created by the wizard himself, Oscar Emmanuel Diggs. And, we've taken the bones of Wizard of Oz and just injected it with a lot of badassery, a lot of high caliber rifles and explosions and blood. And it's a whole lot of fun and a whole lot of heart too. Zeb has really, really added a lot to this story. Way more than what I had when I initially pitched it to him.
I wish the Wicked Witches were busty bitches. That would be cool. That's
again.
There's a rhyme.
I think that would be better. I think that's the only thing that could make this campaign better.
Okay.
To my critical eye. Fragga, what do you think?
I like ass titty, so I think you're absolutely correct.
There are some people making demands of you in the chat, and I'm all for that. I like people making demands of you. They're saying they will back the book the minute you denounce white supremacy. Would you like to hereby denounce white supremacy?
I hereby denounce white supremacy.
That wasn't hard.
It wasn't that hard. It came from the heart too.
It did?
Yeah.
All right. You can you guys can back the book now.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. All right. Fragga, how are you? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. Doing great, man.
When are you gonna take that off?
When I hit 200K.
No, I meant your pants.
Oh, they're off right now. I have no pants on. Your wish is my command.
Random name says, E, are you unwell? You've lost so much weight. I'm worried about you. No, it's just, diet. Dan, I'm dieting.
You look great, man. I think the sun did well for you. When sun meets sunbeam, only good can happen. It's a collision of brightness.
Yeah, I do agree. It was a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of getting out there. You know what I eat now? I just cut open a watermelon. And I just, here's the thing, John, if you want to lose weight like me, what you got to do is just buy a watermelon and just cut it open and cut it in half. And then just like an animal, pretend it's raw meat. And you don't have to do it with your hands. I use a spoon, but I'm like, and I'll tear it. I'll eat the entire half of a watermelon.
Mostly water.
It's mostly water. That is the best way. You feel like you're eating a lot of things. But of course, there's almost nothing there. And you will lose weight.
It's not sustainable, bro. It's not sustainable.
What?
You can't live like that.
What are you talking about?
You got to create a program that you can sustain daily. If you had to live that way the rest of your life and eat that way, that's how you do it. You can't just live on watermelon alone.
That is bullshit. Because Dan, here's why. I'm trying to lose weight. Once I lose the weight, I deflate like a balloon, and I look like a handsome young man, like Graham Nolan.
Yeah.
Saggy skin everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, no, you want to. If you want to run, I run. I'm out there lifting weights. I'm out there doing stuff.
Pies are not weights, bro.
I'm not. I have not had a pie in when was the last time I had a pie? It's been ages.
What's define
Eric?
age?
I'm sorry for Eric and Clint. You two gentlemen. I don't mean to yell around you. The rest of these ruffians. I want to apologize for losing my temper, but
pandemic.
It is.
We're in a pressure cooker.
That's what it's like, isn't it? We are in a pressure cooker right now. That's the problem. Now, that means I have to. By the way, my kids aren't in school, Graham. I have a 4-year-old daughter. And she's in preschool. It's great when she's in preschool. We were looking forward to her summer program because Andrew and I were just going to drink vodka and sit by the pool.
Nice.
Andrew is my wife.
Yeah.
It would have been great. It would have been great. And now, Ava is home all the time. And today she said, Paw Patrol. She said, Paw Patrol. I want to watch Paw Patrol. And I said, I don't know about that, Ava. I'm not so sure that I need you to be watching a cartoon that shares a positive representation of the police. Now, Black Lives Matter is targeting Paw Patrol for their depictions of quote-unquote good cops. Paw Patrol is a very, very popular show with kids. And when you're a new dad, you know all the new shows. Like for me, it was Blue's Clues and SpongeBob, but that was back in 2000 and 2001. That was when Hunter was a kid. Now, fast forward to now, we're doing it again. It's all about Paw Patrol. It's all about Badanamu. It's all about this kind of garbage. And it's in my head all day long. I haven't watched an R-rated movie in 4 years, Clint. I know you haven't watched one in like 35.
Yeah, at least.
But it's been a long time. All right, here's the situation. The Black Lives Matter movement is targeting Paw Patrol, the popular children's cartoon on the Nick Jr. channel, because it shows a positive view of the police, according to the New York Times. The show actually attempted to support the Black Lives Matter movement on Blackout Tuesday. What was Blackout Tuesday? Why did I miss that? Because I was drunk on Monday? I mean,
they put all their Instagram images as just black, just a black square.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And if you didn't, they would aggressively come after you.
Yeah,
if you did anything else.
You don't agree.
I
strong arm you.
I didn't do that. What does that mean now? That
means you're a bigot.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that's cool.
I come from a family of cops, so I'm definitely pro blue.
Yeah, me too. I do. Maybe I take the police for granted. Maybe that's one of my weaknesses, because the idea of defunding the police to me is absolutely silly. It's ridiculous, but that is what these people want to do. We'll get back to the story in a minute. What do you think about defunding the police, Graham?
Well, I think it's insane. The blue line is what separates chaos from civilization. You don't have that, and you can see what happens when people get out of control and riot. I mean, that is your line of defense that keeps civilization where it is. And to defund that and to disassemble a police department like they're trying to do in Minnesota is absolute anarchy and insanity.
We could have, because their suggested replacement is an army of skinny jean wearing soy boys with masks. That's the solution. So that could be another option. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm sure they'll be effective.
We could remove all their toilets, but then police would have nothing to go on.
Oh, nice. I see what you did there.
Sorry, everyone. All right, here we go. This is somebody else's idea about that. This is. By the way, you want to know what Heather Swain sounds like? She sounds like this.
Defund the police? How's about we defund your fucking welfare? Abolish ICE? How's about we abolish fucking abortions and defund your Planned Parenthood? How all you motherfuckers that want to sit out there with your fucking phones video recording your fellow Americans getting their ass kicked instead of stepping up and defending them? How's about we do that for a change? You fucks, fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's so that's.
Sounds like me when I'm pissed.
I'm gonna guess she didn't put a black square on her Instagram.
Probably not. No, that's the Heather I want in my Cyberfrog sketch.
Yeah, that's how she taught. That's actually that is Heather Swain from the Heather Swain movie. That's what she sent in that audition tape. But yeah, she sounds good. What do you think, Fraga? Your type of woman?
My wife is my type of woman, but I like the cut of her jib. To take a quote from you, I like the way she talks. I like her attitude. I like how strong and confident she is. Yeah.
Now, she didn't mention anything about Paw Patrol, which is the only thing that I disagree with her about. She didn't say anything about Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol was a fun cartoon, man. My kids, I've got, as you know, a 15, 9, 6, and 1-year-old, so I know all of the shows. It's a fun show.
It's ridiculous. By the way, what's with the Super Paw Patrol? Because it's Paw Patrol and then they become superheroes.
I don't know what that is. We stopped watching Paw Patrol maybe about a year ago.
Because the black lives?
Nah, it was Yo Gabba Gabba. That's what ended up happening.
I stopped watching it because of black people.
Black Labs Matter, Ethan.
I know that, but
what do you guys
Black
think
Labs
about
Matter.
Killer Fudd not being able to carry a gun?
Ridiculous. He's a
Sam
hunter.
Carry a gun.
He's a hunter. That's
Yeah,
his
now he's
character.
dead.
I want to know who thought carrying a scythe was a good idea. When you kill with a blade, that's a
Communists.
that's a personal attack.
Wait, they're swapping it out?
That's insanity.
I blame Steven Spielberg. He did that with E.T. first, where he took the guns out and put in walkie-talkies.
That's true. He does regret that decision, though. They changed it back.
Good man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, Paw Patrol apparently is going to bend the paw, which is good because, now I can watch Paw Patrol again. I stopped watching it because of, black people. But that was because they stole my TV. Now I'm going to get a new TV. Oh my God, I'm awful tonight. I'm so sorry. In solidarity of Amplify Melanated. Wait a second. Amplify Melanated Voices. Is that how to pronounce that? Melanated Voices?
Wow.
We will be muting our content until June 7th to give access for black voices to be heard so we can continue to listen and further our learning. Amplify black voices. Muted and listening. Amplify melanated. I have not heard melanated yet. Does this have anything to do with my diet plan?
It's melanin. That's what makes your skin darker.
Well, Dan,
I feel repressed right now. I don't have any.
I think that's a jab at black people. Melanated voices. What the fuck?
No,
I'm not going to stand for this. I'm not going to stand for this.
Ever since I started eating nothing but watermelon, a lot of people have said to me, "I'm looking better." Is that what melanated is? Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's what that is. You're healthier. Okay, so here we go. Let's go back and finish watching this or finish reading this incredible piece of information.
Really
However,
good stuff.
Yeah, the show's tweet amplifying melanated voices was met with an avalanche of criticism and mockery. The Times reported on Wednesday, original emphasis and links, it was only a matter of time before the protests came for Paw Patrol. Last week, the show's official Twitter account put a bland call for black voices to be heard. Commenters came after Chase. Euthanize the police dog, they said. Defund the Paw Patrol. All dogs go to heaven except the class traitors in the Paw Patrol. As the protests against the racist police violence entered the third week, the charges are mounting against fictional cops too. Even big-hearted cartoon police dogs, or maybe especially big-hearted cartoon police dogs, are on notice. The effort to publicize police brutality also means brandishing the good cop archetype, which reigns on both television and in viral videos of the protests themselves. Paw Patrol seems harmless enough, and that's the point. The movement rests on understanding that cops do plenty of harm. Cops can
is this a parody site?
No,
these are some of the most ridiculous statements I've ever heard.
What do you mean?
Dan,
just making a good police officer into a villain. That's horrible.
Well, they deserve it. Look, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say I'm standing with Black Lives Matter. Look, nothing bad has ever come from taking a group of people and judging them all amongst the smallest percentage. So when the smallest percentage does something bad, fuck them all. Nothing bad has ever come from that, Dan.
A lot of people in the chat are saying, wow, I didn't know Dan was a Nazi. I did.
Yeah.
That's why he's here tonight. All right, Graham Nolan.
Ridiculous.
Graham Nolan, the Chenoo. Bam, $29,070. And that is
nice.
Graham, we're gonna, Graham, this is what you get for tolerating me. Think about it. You've been here for 3 seconds. You've tolerated me. I know that it seemed like months that you've been putting up with me in this short period of time, but already you've made $2,000, and I think that pays pretty good. I think it's worth it. Dan, what do you think?
Absolutely.
You think putting up with me is worth that? Thank you, Dan. That's the nicest thing you've ever done.
2.5 decades of putting up with you, bud.
I know.
Crazy.
and you're not getting paid $2,000 a minute. I hope. I hope not. Don't hit me with that bill.
Who gets paid that? Arnold Schwarzenegger when he's working on Terminator? Who gets paid that $2,000?
Even when he launches a new campaign, gets paid that.
That is true. Some people get paid, this much by the hour. They get paid $100 an hour. I get paid a Ferrari an hour.
Ladies of the night.
100%. Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet. Thanks everyone for backing this. This is my new campaign. And look, we're this close to 927,000 now. We're like one backer away from that. But look at this. 7,700 backers, Clint.
That's impressive. What was the first backer number? There's all these points that they said you couldn't do. And I think you've ran out of those, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of the next hill to climb.
You're almost at a holy number.
7. I'll need 70 more backers or something. I mean, what if I get 77 more backers? I'm at 7.
That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for.
What does that have to do with God? God never said, the number of God is 777 in the book of Revelations.
I don't think you ever said that. I think you're right. But 777 is 21, and you like blackjack.
Oh. Ooh. You know what? Atlantic City opens up in just a couple weeks.
Opens her legs wide.
You want to come up? We'll go hit.
Let's go plow the city together.
Caesar's Palace. And then we'll go to Atlantic City. What do you say?
I think it sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. We're winners right now. We're winning. But you know what's not winning? Paw Patrol. Cops can dance. They can hug. They can kneel on the ground. But their individual acts of kindness can no longer obscure the violence of a system. The good cop act is wearing thin.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
Are you saying that?
The New York Times.
Oh.
Here's a challenge for everyone at home. Go find this article, read it, and every time it says cop, put in any race of your choice. See how that sits with you.
I got a better idea. Read the article, and every time they say cop, take a drink.
I will replace cop with Eastern Indian. That's what I will replace.
I want to replace it with child.
With child? Okay, let's see how that
no
goes.
No good kids. I agree. There are no good kids.
Yeah.
Like that.
Child and kids.
I really, you know what? Melanated is going to get on my nerves really quick. Like people of color, POC, POC, got on my nerves pretty quick. Melanated voices is the new thing, I guess. That's the new hotness.
Why'd you have to go and make things so melanated?
Yeah, old and busted, POC, the new hotness, melanated. All right, well, this is the thing. That's what SJWs do. They invent words and phrases to drive you absolutely fucking insane. That's how it goes.
That's what John thinks of rap music.
Yeah. Cal Arts of Music.
They give degrees out for that, making up new names. Yeah.
Cold-blooded.
I like rap music. I listened to Tupac Shakur all day today. I put that on and you're like, I can't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to with me. Got the po-po looking for me, but you can't do nothing to E. I can't deny it. Right? Dan, you like that song.
That's Nate Dogg that sings that part.
My ambitions as a rider. What's a rider? What exactly is a rider?
Someone that rolls with their homies. No, man. Someone that rolls with their homies. They're always down to ride.
Yeah.
Like I'm always down to ride with you, man. Like anything, anytime you need my help, anytime you need me to be there, I'm a rider.
Graham, why would somebody aspire to do that? Isn't that just what you are naturally? You roll with your homies, Graham, right? I mean, you've always rolled with your homies. Why you don't aspire to do that? That's not something you hope to grow up to be one day. That's just who you are.
That's true. I mean, loyalty to your friends.
What was Tupac even talking about? Looking back, I think that we can re-examine his words and then just put a question mark at the end of all of them. 25 years later.
Music?
I listen to everything. I do.
Really?
I like rap music. My
Oh,
channel
wow.
opens up with a rap song.
I
But it's not,
mean, I like all kinds of music, but that's the one where I draw the line. I just cannot get into it.
Me, Graham, and Art have to start doing a show together.
I'll go disco, but
disco.
Yeah, oh yeah. I grew up in the disco era, man. I could dig that, but goddamn, that rap stuff, I just cannot get into.
Yeah, but listen to this again. First of all, listen to my opener again. So what that song is saying, Graham, is it's saying this organized crime originated with me, and you guys are not grateful at all. And I can relate to that so well. That is the theme of my entire show. To me, that's my perspective on ComicsGate. This is the thanks I get. This is what I get. You know, almost
hysterical. The Greek stuff. It's just freaking hysterical.
All right. So what do you think about this one? Now that's a positive message.
You can't mess with Total and Mace.
Why did John Malin leave? Why did John Malin leave?
I don't think he was enjoying the rap music.
I don't think so.
I think the sound grates on his ears, and he had to bounce.
John Malin, come back, please. I apologize. I will not play any more rap music if you'll come back.
Flint Flossie, man.
Maybe I'll play Flint Flossie later. There's no promises about later, but right now I won't. This is the greatest panel ever. All right, listen, Graham. This panel that I have assembled here is great, but the greatest panel ever drawn by any artist, greatest written panel ever produced by anyone. Do you have an opinion?
What I don't understand the question.
In comics, the greatest panel, the greatest comic book panel you've ever seen in terms of writing and art. Do you have an opinion about a panel that actually spoke to you in a visceral way like that?
Yes. Savage Sword of Conan #2, when the bad guy, what's his name, Natok or something, reveals himself. He's got like a mummy wrap, and he pulls the wrap off, and John Buscema drew it with Alfredo Alcala inking it, and he drew every bit of dripping flesh off of this face, and it's just freaking amazing. And it's just great reveal. Love that panel.
Well, I can see why. Frago, what about you? I know you've got an answer to that question.
I have two. There's the click panel in Daredevil 191, where Daredevil's in the hospital with Bullseye, and they're playing Russian roulette. Mm-hmm. And then when Strife takes off,
I tried to do that. I tried to play Russian roulette, but I used a semi-automatic, and it wasn't.
When Rob Liefeld drew Strife taking off his helmet, and it looked just like Cable underneath. That was a mind blower.
Yeah, good thing I didn't go first, Graham. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Clint, what's your favorite panel in any comic?
I mean, it's hard to say, but because I'm looking at Bane and Graham Nolan, I just think of Bane breaking Batman over his back over his knee. That's a great. Is that a splash page? Does that count as a panel?
That was the great Kelly Jones.
Yeah, that was Jim Aparo.
Yeah, that's what I've got on my mind though. That's a great one.
Yeah.
What about you, Eric? By the way, whenever I look at Eric and he's not talking, I just hear "Hello, darkness, my old friend." I've come to talk. What do you think, Eric? What's your favorite panel ever?
It's very simple. It's one that stands out to me because it made me realize that I wanted to be a comic book artist. But it's Frank Miller's Wolverine, and it's just Wolverine chopping the bear's arm off.
Yeah,
there was something about that jumped right out at me. I said, "This is what I want to do." It's also my first comic.
This is my favorite one of all time, right here. I hate every last one of them, and I'm going to turn this hate into cash. This is the single best comic book panel that's ever been produced. And
What's
if I
that
could,
from?
I don't know.
Oh.
But if I could wear it, look, he's on the train, he's smoking. He's
Well
pissed
drawn.
off. Yeah. Look, you can tell he's on the train because it says train here.
That's hysterical.
Yeah. So that to me is the best panel ever drawn and written. You got to give the
right.
Yeah.
I think that was what John was thinking when he was leaving after playing all the rap music.
John, come back. Why would he do that? He's never, you know what? John's never done that to me. And I specifically said, I need you here tonight, John. I said, I need you here tonight. And he said, I'm here for you, brother.
Malin, come back.
These fair weather friends, Graham. Graham, these fair weather friends.
What are you going to do with them?
I don't know.
Kick your ass.
It's very, very depressing indeed. Sorry, Eric. Sorry to yell. Sorry, Clint. I apologize to you guys.
It's okay.
Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar graphic novel. This, of course, is your boy Zach, who cannot be here today. Your boy Zach's new project. This is Jawbreakers 3. Make sure to back this. By the way, this promo video is excellent. Watch this.
Nick made this.
Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar is the origin of the team, how they all met in and under the battlegrounds of Afghanistan back in 2008. The Grand Bazaar is this magical bazaar that pops up in different places around the world every 6 decades, 6 years, and 6 months. It's a place where anything can be found, haggled over, traded, or bartered. There's only one rule. You cannot use currency or credit to acquire that which you desire. Nothing has a cost, but everything has a price. The men who eventually form the Jawbreakers each find themselves in the Grand Bazaar for different reasons, but they end up banding together for survival.
That new trailer is great.
I love that new trailer. This is in demand right now. Look, Jawbreakers 3. Make sure to grab a copy of this. What do you think, Graham? You've worked with Zach recently. The Expendables.
Yeah, Expendables.
That's coming out soon. I hope. I can't wait to get my stuff from that.
Yeah.
I practice insider trading. I got one of the Sylvester Stallone signed comics because
nice.
Zach told me when it was going to launch. He said, I got 25 of these. I'm going to launch it right now. And I went, boom, got mine. And then they were sold out.
Yeah, they sold out quick. We tried to get Dolph Lundgren to do a series too, but we couldn't swing that.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been cool. Battlebrick Road. Let's just refresh this. Battlebrick Road, of course, is Eric Weathers' campaign. It is still funding. We got 26 days of our second month.
Yep.
Make sure to back this story of the Wizard of Oz, but with guns and war and death and destruction. And Dorothy's not going to get away with it this time. By the way,
I don't think so.
No, that should be the tagline. She can't keep getting away with it because, she's back and they're finally realizing, look, every time she's here. I mean, what was the Wizard of Oz about if not a woman shows up in strange town, murders someone, and then befriends 3 other gentlemen to help her kill again? I mean, that's the plot to Wizard of Oz.
If you boil it down, that's the essential through line of the entire story. Yeah.
So is she going to finally get, her comeuppance?
I thought it was about 2 chicks fighting over shoes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the subtext. That's the subplot of it. We'll have to wait and see. Back the book and find out.
That's the deeper message behind that. Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales. This is 2 reprints with beautiful foil embossed covers, brand new covers, reprinting the first 2 appearances of Cyberfrog from when I was 19 years old. And they're doing great, guys. Thank you for supporting these. We're going to be shipping these out in about 4 weeks. 4 weeks, we're going to be shipping Unforgettable Tales. So we already shipped out all the blacklight posters, and we are going to ship out the comic books in about 4 weeks. So it's not too late to get yours. It's in demand. We're going to keep it in demand. This is definitely an evergreen project. And over here, of course, Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet. Let's listen to this beautiful trailer.
Loneliness
is the coat you wear. Deep shade of blue is always there. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore. The moon ain't gonna rise to the sky. The tears will always cloud in your eyes when you're without
Baby, the great Frankie Valli, everyone. Make sure to back Cyberpunk 2 Wreck Planet. And, look, it's going to be the darkest sequel, a very, very upsetting sequel. Look, we're $7 away from $9.27. It's just inch by inch, yard by yard. Hold on a second here. Let me see.
Is John
Adam
back?
No, he's not back. Adam Post is here.
Adam Post.
Gentlemen, hey, I gave Malin some space. I waited out. I'm like, he's got to be coming back.
No, and tonight is the Jack show, so I'm going to be on there. You can't run for me, John.
Oh,
I'm going to see you in a couple of hours. What do you think you're doing?
It's going to be awkward.
He looked fantastic though with that haircut. I admire it.
Now I ruined the song. I don't understand why he did that, but something's up, And I look, there's absolutely no excuse. You have to be here. You have to help me promote. It's part of your job. It's part of being ComicsGate. You got to do it because we've got Graham Nolan here with the Chenoo. And let's refresh this bad boy right here and see where we're at. Boom, we're about $400 away now from what I said we would get to, which was $30,000.
Well, congratulations. And Graham, welcome to ComicsGate. Great having you.
Nice to be here, Adam.
Yeah. Always great having another just classic talent like just come and say, hey, yeah, I'm with you guys. Let's make some books. Let's deliver for customers. It's fantastic.
Exactly. Let's make great comics and get them to our fans.
Exactly. Fantastic.
How do you feel about a woman with a chainsaw? Does it make you feel uncomfortable? And be honest.
I'm writing that idea down. I'm stealing it right now. Women with a chainsaw. Tell me more.
Okay. Evil Dead is in the works, Evil Dead 4, but Ash is to be replaced with a female lead. So those of you who have castration anxiety, and I do, I admit it. It's something that, I struggle with. I think other people do too. Evil Dead 4, Ash is going to be replaced with a female lead. Graham, does that worry you? A woman, think about a woman with her spindly arms, with a chainsaw on her hand, coming at you with a confused look on her face. What do you do at that point?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I walk out of the movie theater.
John Malin's in the chat. I see you, John Malin, with your 2 exclamation points.
Blink.
You goddamn spectator. You're supposed to be a participator. Evil Dead is coming back again. A new film in the horror franchise has been mooted for absolutely ages, never really getting off the ground, but just like you can't keep a good zombie down. Is that right, Adam?
College of the Dead. Can't keep it down.
So this film rises again, and we have a confirmed title. Bruce Campbell, who played Ash in the original trilogy and TV series Ash vs. Evil Dead, states they have found a new director with a new vision for the team, or new vision for the new film. All right. Campbell, who also produces these movies with Sam Raimi, said, we're just getting off the phone with Lee Cronin, who is writing and directing the next Evil Dead. It's now called Evil Dead Now. National Organization for Women.
What? Is it Evil Dead Now, really?
That's what it's called. And you know what that is? It's now. It's NAW, National Organization for Women. Sam Ham, definitely on purpose, without question.
Wow.
Is she taking over the Ash character?
I don't know.
Clarified. Okay.
I am not looking forward to She-Evil Dead. I am not. Why does everything have to be gender swapped like this? It's getting to be absurd now. You're doing it on purpose.
If it were what's her name from Goonies, Mama Fratelli, Anne Ramsey, I'd be terrified at that point. But
see, you missed your calling, Eric. I mean, Dorothy Gale should have been Donald Gale. You should have swapped it for a dude.
It's never too late.
These guys are sitting there in the chat. They're saying this is old news. This is new news. June 11th, 2020. Did you guys know about this already?
I found out about it today.
this morning a little bit. I thought it was on your show, Eric. You were talking about it.
No, it wasn't my show.
All right. Well, who the hell knows all these YouTube shows?
I'm just finding out now. This is my surprised face.
Yeah, you look shocked and angry
you do.
and happy at the same time. There you go.
Got that Kristen Stewart thing going on. Big range.
Rancid Potato calls it Evil Dead Gnaw. I like that better. Evil Dead Gnaw. You know, Evil Dead Gnaw. Thank you guys. The chat is kicking ass tonight. Appreciate you guys. Another Lit List umbrella. I forgot to promote that tonight.
Oh,
But that's
yeah. He's
okay.
almost at 6 figures, by the way.
Fantastic.
Is he really?
He's at
Last
like
time I
90.
looked, he was like at 80.
I thought I saw him at 95. Maybe I was seeing something else, but I thought I saw it under there.
Go Tug.
Let me take a look.
Oh,
I love it. Everybody's doing great.
95, 468.
Yeah. Everybody's doing great. And yet it's not going to fill the void in my heart.
No?
No.
That's where the creativity
watermelon?
comes from.
Yeah. No matter how many victories ComicsGate, keeps under its belt, no matter how many hurdles we jump, no matter how many mountains we climb, I'm still going to feel empty inside, Clint.
what if Cyberfrog hits 1 million?
That'll be nice.
It's not
But
$1
then-
million size hole.
No. And then I'll say, and then what? And
You
then
have to
what?
beat that
What's
Icarus
next?
guy,
Yeah.
right?
So it's chasing that next high.
Yeah, it's not necessarily my own accomplishments that matter. It's everyone else's. It's like, what can we do? How can this get any better? Graham, it's not enough that I win. It's that all my enemies have to lose. And they are.
Yeah.
And that's still not enough. It's like,
You're always grasping. You're always seeking.
yeah. Damn it. All right. Graham, if you were in a movie right now, here's the thing. You're going to be in a movie, and they say there's a graphic sex scene in this movie. Now, you're uncomfortable with that. You don't want to have a graphic sex scene in the movie. You're married. This is going to cause all kinds of trouble with your wife at home and all this stuff. Me and Clint have dealt with this situation a lot. Almost every movie that we're in, there's a graphic sex scene, and it's trouble at home with our wives. They're like, and we're like, it's our job. It's our job. This is what we have to do. It's work.
Even why is it always you and Clint in the graphic sex scene? That's the
Because
question.
we're
I have.
Mormons, and they do this to us on purpose.
Understood.
All right. So, that's the way Hollywood is. They're, into corrupting people. But I will say this, COVID-19 has been very, very good to actors like me and Clint and one day Graham Nolan, who aspires to be like us in Hollywood. Right now, because of COVID-19, there are going to be no graphic sex scenes. Instead, movie sex will be replaced with CGI wizardry to cut out the coronavirus risk.
Oh God, are you kidding me?
So
So they're going to touch each other like that.
why is he choking her?
That's the wizardry part.
That's how he makes love. What do you mean?
So
this is
she
50
can't breathe on him.
That's right.
Infect him. Okay.
He's like, you're not wearing a mask, and she's like, I forgot it. He's like,
You're not have a
infecting me.
gag ball in your mouth.
There's going to be a commercial one of these days where they're like, "Did you bring protection?" And they say yes, and they both put on masks.
Well, that's that's 2020 right there. That's the era in which we live. All right, so no protection is needed for these digital affairs as Hollywood prepares to reopen following its coronavirus-induced closure in March. On-set sexual distancing protocols are being laid out, including animated mating.
Animating.
Animated mating.
Animating.
Yeah, of course.
Animating. But not animating.
No.
So I guess pedophilia in Hollywood is at its lowest right now. Thank you, coronavirus.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Somehow I assume they made an exception for that because it's Hollywood.
Well, I mean, look, the thing about it is that children carry the coronavirus and then they infect older people. So, I mean, people like Kevin Spacey are high risk and the children are low risk. So he's not going to be touching children because, it could actually put him in the hospital. So this is a good thing. In a way, you look at COVID-19 and you go, God does have a plan. In a way, he does have in a way.
For sure.
All right. So the Films Editors Trade Association has released a 22-page file dictating how close contact moments should be either rewritten or abandoned or replaced with computer-generated imagery, CGI, to minimize spreading COVID-19 while filming, the Sun reports. What?
Does that mean robot sex?
Yeah. They're just going to replace everybody with real dolls.
Why wouldn't they just put a mask, a chroma green mask on and do face replacement?
Boom.
Done.
That's less CGI. Boom.
Done and done. Well, I mean, I like the CGI idea. I want to unzip my fly and have it be like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Just, you know.
Yeah.
Like it could be good. Wow, Angry Liquid, thanks for $50. She said, wanted to take a moment to thank you for all you do. You put on an amazing show. You deal with a lot of a-holes online. The pressures of making Cyberfrog, Wreck Planet, etc. You're a man of many talents, and you're appreciated for it all. Love you, Uncle E. Wow, thank you, Angry Liquid. That's extremely kind of you. Beautiful tip. I'm humbled. Also, back to the show. Also, all backstage crew will now be expected to wear masks and visors. Live audiences will remain on pause indefinitely, and actors will be given formal hand washing lessons, teaching these people to groom themselves.
It's about time.
It's about time. I learned that in kindergarten, but
so they haven't learned it. I mean, I saw. No, I met Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke in upstate New York. And they were the filthiest people I've ever seen in my life. These people, they only shower when they're on screen. They're just like, I don't need to bathe. Nobody's filming me right now. And I'm like, wrong. And I'm holding my iPhone,
It's because they want to look melanated. So they just,
Oh.
Yeah.
So do I.
Layer of
John's in the private chat. Do you want to enslave him? I'll make a spot for him.
I've got to leave, actually, so that'll work out perfect.
Hold on a second. All right. Clint, you got to go?
Yeah, I do have to go. But I appreciate it. Hey, congrats on Chenoo. How do you say it right?
You said it right, Chenoo. Yeah,
nailed it. All right, congratulations. I just backed it, and hope everyone else does too.
Yep. All right, we love you, Clint. Take care, pal.
See you later, Clint. Man.
And since Clint won't do it, everybody look up Fatal on Indiegogo. The pre-sign-up page is there right now. Him and Charlie Snogan's next book.
Fatal, F-A-T-L.
Yep,
Fatal.
F-A-T-L.
Yeah.
Clint can't spell. He did the same thing on his Downcast. He wrote Rise, like W-R-I-Z-E.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
I don't know how he gets away with it.
What is it? What is he saying about like
Onyx, man?
Oh, it's nice to see you, John.
Hi.
Yeah. Why'd you leave?
My computer crashed. Then I used that as an opportunity to make a thumbnail for the Jack Show. And then I had to use the bathroom.
Jack Show's at 11, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. We got time.
No rush, no rush.
Juan Franco says the SJW voice impersonation, the best part. Well, thank you. I do it for you guys. Optimus Deadpool for $5 says, "Yo, Peregrine is close to 40K. Want to pass Eric before he has to letter our book." I'm sorry, I'm gonna promote Eric tonight and keep him ahead of your Peregrine book out of spite, out of pure spite.
Thank you.
It's not that I don't love you guys over there at at a grade of 0.5, but it's fun to create conflict and mischief here. All right, so where were we? Oh yeah, the Chenoo. Let's refresh this. The Chenoo. We're now $221 away from that $30,000 mark.
Nice.
You know, it'd be cool if you got a Hanna-Barbera artist to do the Shamu and give him teeth.
That's amazing, dude.
That would be cool.
I love the Shmoo.
The Shmoo.
Me too. The Shmoo was awesome.
You know what I have to say? When somebody asked me, I think it was on Billy's show last night. Somebody asked me, what was the inspiration for the look of the Chenoo, and I think it goes back to the traumatizing watching of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh yeah,
the Bumble.
How dare you?
I mean, I think I just took it to to 11, and it just said, what if the Bumble was really horrifying, to an adult.
The Bumble didn't do anything wrong as far as I know. And if you really watch that cartoon closely and examine his faults, he's big. He makes a lot of noise. But I don't think he actually was a criminal. And I don't think he deserved to be forcibly have his teeth removed from him by some asshole.
Wait,
by the way,
wasn't there skeletons? Wasn't there like skeletons in his cave?
They're bones, chicken bones.
Bones. Yeah, I think they were reindeer.
Those were big chickens.
Oh no, they were there when he got there.
They belong to a friend. He's just watching his friend's bones.
Yeah, his friend's bones. Dan, that was good.
Gable Pennyshot says, has E said who the mystery comic professional who's going CG yet? No, I've not told you guys that, but we're, for a while there, I was kind of like, I pulled back away from him and I was like, I don't know. Now I'm full speed ahead. I want pros in ComicsGate now because the comic industry is utterly collapsing. This is the lifeboat. This is the holy ark that the Lord commanded us to build. And we're aboard while everyone else outside is drowning and blacking out their Twitter avatars and all of that too. So now, it's not Zoe Quinn, and she's not my cousin. Jesus Christ! People start rumors, and then they
can't prove she ain't.
It's true. When's Mark Wade coming over here?
Why couldn't I prove that she isn't? I could look. How do you disprove somebody's in your family? Like a blood test?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I don't want her blood anywhere near me, Frank. No. Sorry. It's not Greg Capullo either. God damn, if it was Greg Capullo, that'd be fucking awesome. No offense to this other guy, but yeah, that would be amazing. All right. So, John, I don't know. People are writing essays about us. Six Gun Caesar and the Gunslingers of the Round Table. This is pretty interesting here. You can read this if you want to over at the Balladeers blog. And this is me, I guess, with hair. I don't know how this is supposed to be me, but it's all about how I safeguarded the Mormons across the West.
Wow.
My uncanny skill at gunplay and my lifelong experience in armed conflict. So this guy knows me so well. Led his own hired guns to victory in a few range wars in the next few years. So many gunslingers became associated with Ethan and that historians have come to view them as Van Sciver's Old West Knights of the Round Table. All right, so this is Zach the Kid. So Zach is Billy the Kid. The handsome ladies' man was being educated at West Point, but got expelled because during his second year after an exchange of gunfire with another cadet. The other participant accused Meyer of stealing his girl. All right, so that's more information about Zach. Here's Frisco Anna, Star Wars girl. Even as a little girl in San Francisco, this wild woman of the West was always getting into trouble. So there's a whole story about Anna you could read. This is John Malin here, the Lobo Kid.
I'm looking good.
I gotta say, he compared you to Clint Eastwood, and I was like, that kind of is John. I didn't think of it that way.
I would shoot my enemies if I was given the opportunity. That's all I'm saying.
I would too, without question. But I always think of John's facial mannerisms as being sort of like stoner Brad Pitt, like when Brad Pitt plays a stoner. Yeah, that's kind of the effect that John Malin has. But no, Clint Eastwood too. The bearded badass John Malin was linked to wolves in so many tall tales and legends surrounding his mysterious past that it was pretty much inevitable that he would pick up a nickname like Lobo Kid. So this is the story. Over time, even cocky up-and-coming gunslingers trying to make a name for themselves learned that tussling with the Lobo Kid was simple suicide. With most men cowering at the merest mention of his name, Malin took to tangling with entire gangs of bandits, backed up by the Malin militia, his gunfighting proteges.
I love it.
Absolutely beautiful. So thank you very much for writing that. That's about as much of it as I can read without getting physically ill. But I appreciate the fan fiction for ComicsGate that's going on out there. It's really something else. Graham, I know you were looking forward to San Diego Comic-Con. So was Dan Fraga because Dan doesn't live in California anymore, but you would have gone, right?
If I was in California, but not me.
Graham, would you go to San Diego?
Yeah.
John Malin, would you?
Sure, why not? What? Oh, the convention?
Yeah.
No, I've been there, done that.
Well, they canceled the show, right? They canceled the convention because of COVID-19. And everyone was like, "Oh!" And then all of a sudden, the announcement came yesterday, and Dan Fraga was like, "Ethan, is this true? San Diego Comic-Con will begin July 22nd, and it's free for all attendees."
What?
It's online.
It's online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
San Diego
Wow.
Comic-Con at home.
At home.
You know, F you guys. San Diego Comic-Con at home.
Yeah.
All right. They've announced their plans. San Diego Comic-Con. This is on collider.com, so that means immediately. And this guy, too, Weintraub. All right, so we got to use the voice. San Diego Comic-Con has announced their plans for this summer's Comic-Con at home, taking place July 22nd to 26th, 2020. And the big news is that it's free for everyone with no limits on how many can attend. Watch our shit on YouTube, please. If you've ever been to San Diego Comic-Con, you know it's always a challenge to attend the more popular panels, with thousands camping outside overnight to ensure they'll get a seat inside. However, that won't be an issue this year since the entire con will be taking place online. In addition, one of the things people love about Comic-Con are the exclusives and limited merchandise that you can only buy at the convention. Now you can get our shit on eBay. In addition, they will also have a masquerade, gaming, and many other activities in which fans can participate from their own homes.
In addition,
John, what are you going to wear sitting? By the way, we're against this. This is absurd, putting on silly costumes and getting in front of your computer webcam.
Yeah, who does that?
Definitely not ComicsGate.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I feel like we've inspired them a little bit.
We must have. We told them a million times. Conventions are completely irrelevant now. They are obsolete. There's no reason to do any of this. Not at all. It's all do it for free. Just get in front of YouTube. People can buy things by pushing a button. It's very simple. We don't all have to get together. I don't want to see these people. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them.
I was thinking when when you started reading this, because you said you're going to use the voice, and right away I went to Dune, and I was like, wow, what if in Dune, you know, because they use the voice to command people. I was like, what if the voice in Dune sounded like that?
The voice in Dune? What do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, when he's in the ship and his mom's tied up and he's like, release her bonds. And then it's all echoey and bassy and all that. Yep. And I was like, what if it was like, release her bonds?
Release her bonds.
That's how you do the voice. You got to do the soy boy.
Yeah. What? See, that would have ruined Dune. But you know what?
Or made it better.
Well, maybe it would have made it better. Well, it makes all these articles better.
Well, I mean, we've got a new Dune coming, so John, hold out. We might get that exactly like you wanted.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ethan, have they called you for your voiceover work yet?
I'm just, they have time. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Someone do a clip.
You're not going to San Diego Comic-Con, so you got time.
Yeah.
Yeah, redub.
Yeah. All right. So in any case, San Diego Comic-Con's happening at home. Which means that it's going to go pretty well, because if it's on YouTube, it's going to be ComicsGate. It's mostly going to be sketch therapy.
That would be awesome.
It'll be every single panel. Put sketch on. Put sketch on.
Yeah, we can stream snipe it. That'll be great.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, it's going to be so good. Stream sniping San Diego Comic-Con at home.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see. James F. Beveridge, who never has anything nice to say, says EVS's voice peels paint and curdles fresh breast. I think he meant milk.
Yeah.
No, Breet milk. Yeah, I had that all the time.
Breet milk.
Yeah, cleans you out.
Is it safe to have Chinese food yet?
No.
Yeah.
Was it ever safe?
I don't know. It was never all that good, but I like to have it every now and then. And then like they had this whole COVID thing, and I was like, I don't like it that much. Not for that.
I don't like dog.
I gotta say, I miss bat soup. I do.
Yeah.
They kind of ruined it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wontons.
Yeah. You know, I ordered it from Panda Express, and you know. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over here and check out Graham Nolan's the Chenoo and refresh it real quick here and just see that, of course, it's crushed the goal that we set for it. $30,021 with 471 backers.
Looks like we're doing the extra pages.
Oh, yeah. Stretch goal.
Stretch goal.
Get it.
Fantastic. That's the ComicsGate welcome.
Here we go.
Good evening. Tonight's big story centers on the state of emergency.
Is the volume on?
This morning.
Yeah.
Between 4,000 and 5,000 cars said to be abandoned on city streets.
Buffalo still very much a city under siege.
Wind whipped the snow into 30-foot
That's
drifts.
all real footage from the 77 Blizzard, too.
Oh, yeah.
Below tonight, 10 below zero. Get off the streets and highways as soon as possible.
Awesome.
I want to see that movie.
Absolutely fantastic.
Really
yeah.
great.
You can't stop him. He's a bumble called Chenoo.
By the way, he fixed it. So the featured perk is now the $50 perk. That's
Excellent.
great news.
Never
awesome.
He said I don't learn.
Yeah, this is the one that everybody should be backing. The $50 perk here. That's the featured perk. You can buy him a beer if you want to. This is actually what is this? What are you drinking here? Is that a Blue Moon?
Blue Moon.
Yeah. Okay.
Liquid cocaine.
I love Blue Moon. I'd like to drink tonight.
Right on
but-
a hot day.
Yeah, it's like tonight would be a good night to drink, except I have the Jack show, and that means sobriety.
No. It means get drunk.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Is Cecil going to be there or no?
I don't know. I hope so.
I don't think he's going to go.
He'll probably call in.
He dragged himself out of the ocean first.
He's having too good of a time.
He's been peeing in the ocean all week.
My man.
Like a man, yeah.
By the way, John, when they come to cancel you, I cannot wait. By the way, I can't wait until they come to cancel you. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what the Flash star Grant Gustin did when his friend Hartley Sawyer was fired from the show for derogatory remarks. I cannot wait to issue my statement shaking my head at you. I can't wait.
Who is that chick? Is that Hartley Sawyer? I don't know who
Hartley Sawyer played Elongated Man. He's based Elongated Man. He was making all these like anti-trans and gay jokes and everything. And
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oops.
And I don't know. So in any case, he's fired. Okay, and now it's time for these po-faced individuals to shake their heads in shame, which is the ultimate kind of virtue signal. When you get to virtue signal off of when it's like, I mean, it must feel great. It's like knocking down somebody and then like teeing off of their fucking forehead. You know what I mean? Like boom. Look at that. It's got to feel pretty good to sit there and go, I'm really ashamed.
Yeah, especially if you didn't like them.
Oh my God, yeah. I like you though, John, but I like the virtue signal better. I like the virtue signal even more than I like you. So so I'm as soon as it's time to cancel you, I will be like I will say this. I will say this morning, many of you learned that John Malin will not be returning for ComicsGate Live. Concerning his social media tweets, they broke my heart and made me mad as hell. I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. And they're indicative of the larger problem in our country. John is indicative of the larger problem in our country.
It's true. It's true.
He himself is a microcosm of problem. Yeah. He is problematic. But really, when you examine John and then just blow him out into the macro, you realize that, the real problem all over the world is John. Probably the biggest problem in the universe is John Malin.
Yeah. There's a John Malin everywhere out there.
Because
there's a little John Malin in everybody too.
Oh,
yeah, I like that.
I think you're thinking of all of you. I think you're thinking of your boy Zach. But in any case, and they're indicative of the larger problem in our country. This is my favorite part. Because at present, our country still accepts and protects the continual harassment, unconscious or otherwise, terrorizing and brutalizing of Black and brown people, which is far too often fatal. This dude is telling the world that Hartley Sawyer, his fellow employee, is responsible for the continual harassment of Black and brown people, which is far too often fatal. And that's why our country is standing up once again and shouting, enough, and taking to the streets to bring about change. I, too, am committed to bringing the permanent change to ComicsGate Live. Yes, this is a family show. It's for all families. That includes Black and brown ones, but not John Malin's. In order to facilitate this, I will continue to find black and brown writers, not John Malin, directors, actors, and producers of all genders to help tell or be on Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Their stories are part of the American narrative too, and must be heard. And the more you hear and see us, the more you will begin to realize one simple fact. We here at Comic Artist Pro Secrets, we're human beings too.
Whoa.
Fuck John Malin, though. John Malin is not a human being.
The worst.
Casting John Malin aside made it clear that we are human beings. Made it more clear.
What an opportunity! This is finally he has an opportunity to make a speech and be his own little part of history, I guess, right?
And he does like a skateboard ollie off of his friend's fucking head. You know what I mean? Like,
peace. I like how he cites that it's being that people are consciously and unconsciously terrorizing and brutalizing people. And
I do it in my sleep. I mean, the problem.
Well, you actually do. You unconsciously, because there are people that are terrorized by your success and your corrections to their insults, your response.
Well, I don't mean that. I just mean I'm out there on the streets terrorizing.
Oh, literally, yeah.
While sleepwalking, yes.
Okay.
And it's completely unconscious. There's nothing I can do about it. Andrea also says my snoring is awful. So these are.
I get that too, but it doesn't bother me when I snore. So I don't know why these women keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me either. And the toilet seat thing pisses me off to no end. By the way, ladies.
Who asked?
Yeah, and the sexism, ladies.
You know
Bring
what?
your own seat down.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little bit more difficult to actually lift the seat than it is to shut the toilet seat.
Yeah.
So could you please keep the seat up for us?
Graham, welcome to the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
A lot of people are saying Malin did nothing wrong.
Malin did nothing wrong. That's an exaggeration, I think.
And when I say a lot of people, I mean one person out of the 1,324 people that are watching right now. The rest of them have chosen to stay silent and listen to me demonize you. And that's what it's all about. Now, this is cancel culture. This is what cancel culture is. It's when your asshole friends and fellow acquaintances all participate in trying to utterly destroy you. Now, there's some important things to distinguish. There are some differences. Like, for example, John, if somebody hits like on a tweet that calls you a name, this is somebody who you've supported, promoted. This person is somebody who you thought you had a friendly relationship with, and then you call that person the C word, and you say, "Go away! I don't want to see you're an asshole. Get out of my life." That is not cancel culture, is it?
No.
Is that dissociation from people who are a-holes?
Sure, I've disassociated from people that are a-holes.
Not me, not yet. I really appreciate it, John. Don't dissociate from me. I know I'm an a-hole. Don't do it. Yeah, that's right. John has called other people cloacas, and that is his right to do so. Cancel culture is something different. And we're going to talk about that right now, real quick, because it's extremely boring. On the resurgence of cancel culture, here is the guy who the Flash just threw under the bus. Here he is.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
Another straight white male.
He's rubbing his neck. Like, I may have made some mistakes when I was, in second grade. I apologize for them right now. I may have said some things I didn't mean.
Hey, I didn't see his tweets. What was his sins?
He said was, I've stopped watching Paw Patrol because of black people, but it's because black people stole my TV, not because, that's what he said. You know what? Like, okay, so that's why. And at that point, you become a bigger part of, you're a microcosm.
A monster. He's a monster.
Part of the problem.
That. Right. Okay, so
you're not the smartest thing to say. I mean,
it's pretty stupid.
But the Flash guy, just tossing him under the bus. It's like you can't make a mistake in the world without being, castigated and having your living taken away from you.
Right.
And the thing that's kind of crazy about those tweets, if you look at the timeline on them, the earlier ones came from 2009. The later ones came from 2013, and that was like there was a trend in trying to be, I don't know, unpredictable and crazy on Twitter. Like everybody was trying to one up each other so their tweet would go viral. So they, I don't know. It's strictly contextual. They don't even allow the guy to apologize or take his point of view.
Yeah, or grow or change.
Right, and I mean, like I said, the newest one was from 7 years ago.
That's how old they are.
Yeah. Well, the oldest one is almost 10 years old. Yeah.
Right. Look at him right here with this microphone. He's like, "Daddy can't rape us all." This will never come back to haunt me. Daddy can't rape us all. All right, here we go. Predatory animals often go after the weak member of the herd. Right now, there's a severe weakness among some people in the public eye, and destroyers have taken this opportunity to make some easy kills. On Monday, the showrunner for CW's The Flash, Eric Wallace, released a statement. I gotta release more statements.
Yeah.
How do you release a statement? How do you make it official?
Graham, how do you release a statement? And do you regularly release statements? And if you do, what do they say?
Get out of my face.
That's not a statement that you release. That's an utterance that you say to somebody who's annoying you.
That's
But
how you asked how I release my statements.
That's
No,
not.
I usually start with a Google Doc. I title it "Kill White People," and then I just I put it under a sock puppet. So I make my statements.
It's so brave.
None of that sounds. You're not getting any. Like, here's the thing. That's not going to show up in the Hollywood Reporter. You got to say, I would like to issue a statement at this time, and then new paragraph heading.
One of my sock puppets is Ice Cube, just so you know.
Yeah. I would say I'd like to issue a statement about my association with John Malin.
Just disavow.
Yeah. I said I didn't know what he was doing in the 1930s. I didn't know him then. I had no idea.
For my age.
Yeah. And therefore, I met him in Argentina. He seemed like a nice old guy. We became friends. And it was in the 1970s. I had no idea what he was doing before that. But I'd like to disavow. That is my statement. I disavow everything that John Malin did.
Yeah, you don't want to get any of that John Malin stink on you. Otherwise, people think something's wrong with you.
Yeah, they won't buy it. You have to kill him. If you kill him, it's sort of even, I think.
Stephen Brown has a question to ask here. It's very true. Does anyone really know John? No.
John doesn't even know me. I mean, the only people that really know me, they're tied up in my basement right now in a pit.
Wild horses or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Would you have me? I'd have me.
Goodbye horses. Yeah.
Goodbye horses. There you go.
I hope you had a stockpile of lotion when everything shut down.
Sometimes.
He makes his own.
Oh.
Dollop of spit is all you need. Dollop of spit.
That's what makes knowing John so exciting, says Mayfield Jukes. This guy's a daredevil. Lotion. All right.
Yeah.
A lot of people. All right. Let's talk more about cancel culture because I'm in the middle of canceling John. It's going pretty well so far. You ask me, it's going pretty well.
It's going all right.
Yeah. So this guy, Eric Wallace, released a statement that actor Hartley Sawyer will not return for the 7th season. Sawyer plays Ralph Dibny. Does this guy look like Ralph Dibny to you? I mean, what the fuck? Why can't you find a redheaded kid that looks like Archie to be? This is not. They don't even care. They just find. You know what? I honestly think they just find dudes that they want to. In the casting couch, and then they do jobs on the Flash. This guy does not look like Ralph Dibny, not at all. He's a goofball.
All these guys look the same. I mean, if you put him up in a lineup, the Green Arrow guy, he looks like this.
He does look like this, and you know what? And they say, you know what? Here's the thing: white people do all look exactly the same.
Exactly.
I have been noticing that lately.
Where are the faces that lived lives, that didn't just look like they were pretty boys that were, exposed to photo shoots? Where are the guys who had their noses broken? Those dudes I want to see.
I have my nose broken. That explains. No, I didn't. I never did. And thank God. Can you imagine?
I broke my nose 3 times.
Did you really?
Baseball,
himself.
baseball, fist. Yeah.
Michael Bancroft says this stream is ghosted. I can't even see that you're live. YouTube is disavowing Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Was it something I said? Yeah,
Cancel culture.
Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Graham, I don't want you to panic. Everything's going to be okay. I've been doing this a long time. I've been stirring this ship for a long time. Everything's going to be fine.
I'm good.
All right. Just making sure. John, are you okay?
Fantastic.
Eric?
I'm a smidgen nervous.
And Frag is
what?
high. Like,
Why nervous?
I'm always high.
It's the melanation, melitization. I already
Go eat
lost
some
that.
watermelon. Go eat some watermelon. Get
I
melanated.
don't like watermelon.
All right. So anyway, Elongated Man is a fan favorite character. I did not know that. I thought he was not a fan favorite character. And the most recent season introduced the character's future wife from comics, the one that was raped in
that
Identity
chick.
Crisis. Yeah, no, Sue Dibney gets
Sue
raped.
Dibney.
Yeah. This iteration of Dibney is a former crooked cop who turns his life around and decides to be a hero. Oh, so he's Plastic Man, you assholes.
Yeah, really.
Fuck. Growing more selfless after getting the metahuman powers to stretch to great lengths. The reason for Sawyer's dismissal is a barrage of resurfaced tweets from Sawyer that were described as racist and misogynistic.
Speaking of a stretch.
Yeah,
But
for real.
of the time, that's the thing that no one's ever taken into account is that time period. It was like culturally people were cracking wise on Twitter just for the shake of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, how crazy can you make your tweet? That's what people did back then. It's, I mean, obviously, like the things that he said in context now, it's like different cultures, right? Like, I don't know. I think it's wrong. I think what happened probably more than likely, because obviously saying those things isn't right in the first place. But I think there was probably some sort of contract negotiation for the new season. They said dig into his tweets, and they dug, and they found what they were looking for, and then they can justify cutting him, because that's just ridiculous. Like, how do you find a tweet from over 9 years ago? Sorry, 11 years ago. How do you find a tweet from 11 years ago?
You're intensely interested.
looking for it.
Yeah,
unless you're really actively going after this person. And it was like maybe 7 tweets in 11 years.
Yeah.
And they probably had it
again,
too.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not condoning anything he tweeted, obviously, but what I'm saying is there's no context around any of it, and the idea that they're literally digging and searching for this shit means that there was, you know, it's not, you don't accidentally happen upon a tweet from 11 years ago. You don't. Unless you're looking for it.
Yeah, you have to be looking for it. You know, Twitter really should like delete your tweets after a certain point. Like, your tweets last for 6 months and then they disappear so that you can't be shamed by them again. Because I mean, everything I've ever said, I'm ashamed of, you know, I mean, everything. But I will tell you this, I will never stop being a misogynist. And these people cannot stop me.
That's right.
It's
not a crime.
It isn't a crime. It makes sense. Not racist, though. Not racist at all. No, of course not. Never mind the fact that Sawyer deleted his Twitter and apologized immediately on his Instagram. Oh, I gotta see the apology. Hold on. I'm not here to make excuses. Regardless of the intention, my words matter, and they carry profound consequences.
People are dead.
I'm trying to make him sound like the governor of Alabama in 1963, you know? And mine can and have caused pain and embarrassment, along with feelings I can only imagine. To supporters and fans, my castmates, the crew, my colleagues, and friends, I owe them all an apology. And I owe each of you an apology. Thank you for
firing me.
Now there's a sentence he didn't mean to type.
Thank you for holding me accountable.
Yeah.
Thank you for sodomizing me.
Firing me and losing my livelihood.
Oh,
the mistake was apologizing.
You got to just spit venom and be like, you know what? Like, my statement would be like,
just say, hey, I said it, you know,
No, I'd be like, you hypocrites, you sit there and you fuck 8-year-olds. You're going to sit there and you're going to accuse me of some shit that I said on Twitter as a joke 12 years ago? You disgusting pedophiles. I've got shit on every single one of you. I know where the skeletons are buried. You fire me and you're going to be sorry. You better be apologizing for fucking with me on my behalf right now in front of everybody on Twitter and Instagram, or I'm going to tell you guys where the kid is that belongs to that missing sock.
Don't tell about the fudge.
On Tom Hanks' Instagram. I would be yelling. I'd be like, fuck you all. Like, I'd be, is that the right thing to do, or is that not the right thing to do?
That's the right thing to do, always.
Yeah.
Sell them out. Send them downriver.
What
100%.
John
All right.
say in the she wore a yellow ribbon. Never apologize. It's a sign of weakness.
Well, yeah, of course. And by the way, it doesn't work. Like, if it worked, that would be one thing. It doesn't
They
work.
don't
So
accept it. They're never going to accept it. So you might as well just hold to your guns.
open
You're still
fire.
fired.
Yeah, exactly, John. You're still fired.
I'm going down, but I'm taking all of you with me. You too, Grant Gustin. I'm taking you down too, you pretty boy pussy. I'm going to tell everybody all about you.
Yeah. I like how he says, our country, and blah, blah, but he's Canadian.
You fuckers. It's
All right.
always the Canadians. Always.
All right, so never mind the fact that Sawyer deleted his Twitter, oh shit, and apologized immediately on his Instagram. Don't do this. Or that he had been parroting the Black Lives Matter narrative these past few weeks. He had to pay for his sins. Has nothing to do with anything. This is not how SJWs work. They just want to have fun with you. They want to take you apart for fun. It's not whether or not that you're actually a good person or you're aligned with whatever the narrative is at that moment. It doesn't matter. They just want to feed off you. These tweets only resurfaced because 18-year-old former Disney Channel star Sky Jackson had recently decided to take up a hobby of highlighting negative pieces of people's past and destroying their careers with a concentrated attack. Fuck you, Sky Jackson. That's the okay. According to CNN, somebody else found the tweets and sent them to Jackson to post. Jackson has argued that she is using her platform for good. And it isn't that these people were innocent of wrongdoing, or in this case, wrong tweeting. By the way, this should be, we should implement the death penalty for this. I will tell you this right now. The idea of doing this to burn down somebody's livelihood, to me, is the equivalent of burning down their homes. And they should absolutely receive the death penalty by lethal injection. You are a rabid dog that's out there trying to hurt people for bullshit, and we're going to have to put you down. I'm really sorry. Well, no, on death row. Yeah, you're on death row for this in my world. Death to the cancel culturists. Death. Here is where this diverges from the rational. To cancel culture devotees, there's no such thing as forgiveness. If a person sins, there is no way to atone. Never mind that the tweets Hartley Sawyer made were from years before he was even hired for The Flash. It is important to distinguish the difference between cancel culture and the freedom to disassociate, which is what I was just saying to John Malin.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there are some people who I never want to see again, because you took time out of your day. Yeah, Cecil is one. We took time out of our day to promote these people, and then, it's like immediately you get shivved in the back, which to me just seems like bad manners.
Mm-hmm. Self-destructive. It's craziness.
Yeah. But, there are other people. That's a different situation. That is the freedom to disassociate from a-holes, cloacas. But cancel culture is different. Cancel culture means you said something once that was really offensive and I'm gonna ruin your life over it. How do you feel about that? All right. Sometimes people claim to be canceled when they aren't, and oftentimes when it is happening, the people doing the canceling defend it as we're just bringing about new information to allow people to make association decisions. Fucking, I can't stand SJWs. And the thing about SJWs, by the way, is that, first of all, this is their line. They love this. They all say the same stuff. It's like, we're just letting people know so that they can make up their own minds if they want to employ a Nazi. Do they want to employ a bigot? Or just, it's their right to know, right? Death penalty. All of them, death penalty. Via trebuchet. Graham Nolan.
Oh,
yeah, you might agree with this and you might not. I think, judging by my 5 seconds of knowing you, that the answer is yes. I would like to take all of these people and I would like to put them on a trebuchet, a large one, located in, where would it be located? Let's locate it in Cuba, so we can call it Trebuchet Guevara. Large.
Trebuchet Guevara.
And just fling these soy boys, fling them out into the sea. I don't care where they land. That's their problem. People say, aren't you killing them? I don't know. How would I know? That's not my concern. My concern is just getting them off of, where I live, getting them out of society. That's what I would like to do to these people. I do think that the death penalty is appropriate for this. I think it is probably a merciful fate. It's probably good for society. And ladies and gentlemen, to amplify my point, the great geek chorus here. Here we go.
Launch them to the moon so they can stay so very far. Let them dig their dirt worm trails on Jupiter and Mars. Oh, trebuchet, make them fly. Oh, trebuchet, supersonic, baby. Preston is a trust fund brat who lives in luxury.
That's not his house.
Just a pocket pussy who depends on mom's money. Oh, trebuchet, please fire true. Oh, trebuchet, oh, how we need you. Yeah! Send them all into outer space. They all think they're stars anyway. Robbie Rectum is the cat who protests with his ass. Like a school on Saturday, that kid has got no class. Oh, trebuchet, please fire true. Oh, trebuchet, please, trebuchet, we need you.
Yeah, everyone, that's the great geek chorus, one of our favorite. What do you think of that, Graham? I mean, that's
well, I'm a big Sinatra fan, so I dig the play there.
Yeah, we love Sinatra. We absolutely love Sinatra in this house. So that's a lot of fun. View of Uranus says Grant Gustin looks like a Chenoo victim. Do it. Okay, well, yeah, I agree with you there. Speaking of Chenoo, let's take a look in on that and see how we're doing. $30,000, $21 to boom, 30,538.
Nice.
Incredible.
Congratulations. Battle Brick Road tonight. Eric Weathers, make sure to back Battle Brick Road. It's in its second month of funding. Wow, $41,490. Picking up a couple more backers there.
Thank you.
Cyberfrog is going to pick up 0 backers, but that's okay. It's all right. We got one. We got a couple. We got a couple there. That's not bad. And then Cyberfrog, Wreck Planet, give me $7. No, damn it. I want to see this get to $9.27 so bad. We're just $7 away.
Ethan, do you recommend putting the campaign in for rolling it over another month as opposed to putting it into demand?
Well, to me, look, it doesn't make a difference, Graham. Yeah, no, actually, it does make a difference. Yes, you should put it up for 30 days.
Right.
And then put it up for another 30 days. Now you'll notice a big resurgence at the end of at the beginning and the end of your 30 days. Your next 2 months, once you relaunch it at the very last moment for another 30 days, you're going to notice it's going to kind of drag. Eric is in that month, right? He's in the second month that's dragging a little bit.
Yeah.
But you're going to get another big push at the end of the last 48 hours. Indiegogo is going to push your campaign out there and say, this is closing soon. More people are going to see it. So this way, you're going to get 2 big pushes. You're going to get 2 big last 48 hours if you run it for 60 days split in half. If you just run it for 60 days, like our friend Sean Gordon Murphy's doing with the plot holes, people have already forgotten about it, right? I mean, it's done. It's going to just drag on. And by the time it hits its last 48 hours, nobody's going to care. So you want to keep it enthusiastic. You want to keep people excited about it. You want to add new perks to it. Like we've done here, Cyberfrog Wreck Planet, which is incredibly successful. Of course, we've added this. We've added the Salamander. Well, we're going to add it as soon as I get all the pricing done here. The Salamandroid PVC toy. The Cyberfrog PVC toy is free. Everyone is going to get one of these. But you're going to be able to buy another one if you want to, and you're going to be able to add Salamandroid to your purchase. Salamandroid protecting his frankly a little bit older brother here. This is the Heather Swain action figure, John Mellon.
Yeah. These all look great. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, I gotta say, pretty exciting. We'll have Cyberfrog and Heather Swain together. We're going to be launching both of these action figures together. We'll be putting Salamandroid up very soon. He'll be up for sale. So on the Wrecked Planet campaign. So then you're going to see, hopefully, we will see some movement from that. Like more people will be attracted to the campaign. So just add things to it. Add new things. Hold some stuff back initially. Put new stuff up later. That just seems to be the best part. Matthew Lemons is asking, where's Hot Pants Heather? We thought about it. We thought about a hot pants version of Heather. We did it, but for the action figure, we thought we better go pretty definitive. All right, EVS, say something about Ryan Johnson for old time's sake. Roundhead Ryan Johnson is an idiot, and he is. And hopefully he isn't going to get his trilogy, but I understand they always do. There might be a Boba Fett thing, guys. Who knows? Who really knows?
Yeah, he's going to be in season 2 of Mandalorian. So.
Boba Fett is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be the actor that played Jango Fett in the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Aquaman's dad, I like to call him.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true, right.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys all watch
Tamir Morrison? That's what it is.
What was his name?
Tamir Morrison.
Oh. Did you guys all watch The Sopranos?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, no.
A little bit.
It's on HBO Max now, too, if you guys want to see it.
Yeah, you guys definitely should see it. And the reason why I say this is because Sopranos, somebody sent this to me. Where is it?
The prequel?
No. Somebody said that David Chase accidentally revealed the ending of the series.
Oh shit!
I
have my theory on that.
Wait, what do you mean? Isn't the show long over now?
Yeah, but the way it ended, there was a lot of theories about it,
right?
About what happened. But my whole opinion of it is that there's a. Have you seen the end, Ethan?
Yeah, Ethan lives by this show.
Yeah.
Here's an article on
That's his blueprint for life.
Well, if you look at that last scene, there is a pattern to the editing. So and so's point of view, 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 so and so's point of view. Back, black.
Yeah.
That says something to me as far as filmmaking is concerned with the pattern that they established. And if that was black, that means somebody's dead.
Right. So that was always the question, right? But apparently, David Chase accidentally spilled it. So
what did he say? Did he say what's in the case in Pulp Fiction?
No, but they go in a roundtable discussion. Co-author Alan Sepinwall asked Chase, When you said there was an endpoint, you don't mean Tony's at Holston's, the diner. You just meant I think I have 2 more years worth of stories left in me. And then Chase 74 said, yeah, I think I had that death scene around 2 years before the end, but we didn't do that. So you realize, of course, you just referred to that as a death scene. Chase says, fuck you guys.
Boom.
All right,
right
so
there.
mystery solved. That is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that because honestly, like Tony is sitting there eating onion rings. And of course, in season 2, I think it was, when Christopher dies and comes back and he's been to hell. And the guy he just killed says, tell Tony 3 o'clock. And everybody's like, what happens at 3 o'clock? The bathroom, the men's room was at 3 o'clock from where Tony was sitting. And that's where the guy goes in with the members only jacket. And I think that's what that all meant. So
badass.
Okay, that just made me very, very happy. I know other people don't care. For those of you who don't care about that and are more concerned about shaming white people, we're all white here. Kind of, aren't we? Isn't it a little bit suspicious that everybody here is white? Where are the black comic skaters? I kept them off the panel tonight. How very interesting, Ethan.
How convenient.
Yeah.
And I noticed when you were trying to bring up that Sopranos article, I just saw a big white screen. What are you trying to say with that?
What was
White Lives Matter? White Lives Matter.
I don't. That wasn't really what I was trying to say, but all right, white celebrities.
Oh, God.
Sorry,
I'm responsible to read this script.
Here we go. White celebrities call out their own complicity in racism, and I take responsibility. PSA. We gotta make one of these, guys. We kind of did. We made one about I am the leader of ComicsGate, and it was all people of color and women. All right, so here is this is gonna be unbearably cringy, but we're gonna watch it all the way through to the end until I yell.
I take responsibility.
No, Jesse.
I take responsibility.
Who the hell's that?
I take responsibility.
That was Kesha.
Like they're using method to apologize.
Yeah, they're all.
It seems like an audition tape.
Yeah. They're all like, yeah, you're right. They're not just saying I take responsibility.
No,
they're all going.
They're
okay.
chanting. You know, they've got the whole New York method going.
Yeah.
It's
they're
like
all actors. They're all acting.
Where am
I would
right
like.
now?
I would like to start from this position.
I want to hear a Shakespearean guy do it.
Well, I'm sure Ian McKellen's in here somewhere.
You know.
Yeah.
I want to hear Shatner do it.
I take
He won't do it.
responsibility.
All right, here we go. These people are very sorry for everything that they ever did to black people, which is probably a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad they're taking responsibility finally, these bigots. Fuck them.
Responsibility for every unchecked moment, for every time it was easier to ignore than to call it out for what it was.
Every not so funny joke.
That's you, John. John, I didn't know you were doing this.
Shit.
That's amazing.
Damn it.
I see they put stunt eyebrows on you, though.
Yeah.
Once those are on, man, it changes everything. That is me, though.
Yeah. Eyebrows make the man.
How can these people be like this? How can you do this and not feel like an ass wipe? How can you sit there and be like, I need to sound okay, so let me put myself in a position. I need to sound like I really mean this.
I'm really sincere.
Yeah, I'm very sincere. Right now.
Yeah.
God, it's so hard to sound sincere. You know, like it really is hard.
They're actors. They're trained. Like that's what they do to not feel like an complete asshole whenever they deliver a line.
And this shit drives me crazy when they show like 8 actors repeat the same line. And I am truly. It's like fucking cue cards, bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna write our script so we can do a parody of this?
Let's get Clint to do it.
Clint's a good writer.
Yeah.
Is he funny though?
I don't know.
I think it's all in the performance.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it would be funny to hear Clint apologize for white guilt.
In black and white, with his Gomer Pyle face.
Yeah. Clint's would be like an hour long too, which would be fun.
The unfair stereotype
Every blatant injustice, no matter how big or small.
Every time I remained silent.
These guys look like shit at home. You know what I mean? Like,
he just woke up. Yeah.
You can smell that guy.
Yeah. You know what? Like when you're rich, you don't get like this is the difference between like rich and then like super rich because rich people dress really nice. Like I imagine Mr. Biggins wears really, really nice clothes. Super rich people dress like asswipes. They dress like they're homeless. They dress horribly. I don't know why that they're like, we don't care. Like we've reached a point where we don't care what you think about us. So why would I dress nicely when I don't care what you think? Now, this is also, you know, how really, really poor people dress and think. You know, it's like so super rich people and super poor people are very similar in a lot of ways. I met Albert. What's that guy's name? Who
Fish?
No, not Albert Fish.
Brooks.
Yeah, Albert Brooks. I met Albert Brooks at the airport in Burbank. And it was crazy. I was sitting there. It's a very small airport. It's really dirty, this airport, but it's the airport in Burbank. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching the gate for some reason because there are only like 3 gates in there. And I'm sitting there watching the
gatekeeping.
I'm gatekeeping Burbank Airport. Right. And all of a sudden, this crazy homeless man comes in. Like, and I mean, he's wearing like flip flops. He's wearing a beat up old T-shirt with rips in it and stains and everything. He's got a hat on and sunglasses. And I'm like, dude, who let the bum in here? And then I look closer. He had like a beautiful woman with him and like all these kids. And I look closer. I'm like, holy shit, that's Albert Brooks. And I went up to him, asked for his autograph. I was like, actually, Defending Your Life was my first date when I was 15. He said, did you get laid? I said, what do you think? Seen that movie? Shit. I'm depressed. But in any case, that's what's going on here. So very rich people, very poor people, the exact same shit. All right.
Every time I explained away police brutality or turned a blind eye, I take responsibility.
How many times was she turning a blind eye to police brutality? What the fuck's going on in her hood?
I have no idea. All I know is I've seen her vagina more times than anyone that I've ever been personally involved with. I do not understand why Julianne Moore is always butt naked in her movies, but please, you know, at some point.
I thought you meant Bryce Dallas Howard. I was like,
that's what I thought too.
No, Julianne Moore. I mean, my God, you know, first of all, you know, Dan, we've seen Boogie Nights 100 times.
1,000,000 times. Yeah, for sure.
And by the way, when Julianne Moore gets naked, it's like, I don't know.
Amber Waves, bro.
Yeah, Amber Waves. When Heather Graham gets naked, you're like, whoa, it's a revelation.
Yeah.
When Julianne Moore gets naked, it's kind of like you accidentally saw your mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
It's a little bit like, oh, fuck.
It's off-putting.
Yeah. But she insists upon it. Like she's another one. Who's that fat chick from HBO's Girls?
Lena Dunham.
Lena Dunham insists on making me look at her anus. I don't want to see it anymore. I've seen it enough. You know. But you know, please wear clothing, ma'am. Ma'am, no thank you, ma'am. All right, here we go.
Are being slaughtered in the streets, killed in their own homes. These are our brothers and sisters,
Our friends, our family.
Another one who can't afford a
We're
comb.
done watching them die. We are no longer bystanders. We will not be idle. Enough is enough.
I will no longer allow an unchecked moment.
Stanley Tucci. This is
Tucci.
Is he related to Billy by any chance?
Let's hope not.
It's Jerry Tucci's cousin.
Jerry Tucci.
I will no longer allow racist, hurtful.
By the way, this guy's eyes, you can track his eyes because he is reading from a cue card. His eyes are going from left to right like a typewriter.
Words, jokes, stereotypes, no matter how big or small.
See?
To be uttered.
We will heckle comedians from here on out.
Look at the problem glasses. Oh, I don't know.
Who is that?
She's.
I
from
think that's a lady from
American Horror Story.
Silicon Valley.
Oh, so she might have been.
I don't know her name though.
She's in American Horror Story.
Yeah.
If all women look like this, and all men look like, say, what's his name, Aquaman.
50 years ago.
No. If all women look like this, but all men look like Aquaman, would you still like women? I don't know.
Because if you were attracted to Aquaman, all right, so Aquaman's in good shape, he's a good looking guy, it's fine. But you would get bored of Aquaman after going with him a few times. And then you'd be like, well,
here's the thing, this bitch would drive me insane. I couldn't spend 3 seconds with her. And I mean, never mind having sex with this person. That's not going to happen.
So you feel like you could hang out with and spend
I would rather
time with Aquaman.
That's right. There'd be no sex.
No sex necessary. Just hang out with Aquaman.
Yeah. Let's hang out. Let's play video games.
Yeah.
Let's have a beer.
He has long hair.
Well, what bugs me is there's clearly enough material in those glasses to make 2 pair of glasses for poor black children.
Mm-hmm.
People are saying her name is Sarah Paulson. Oh, yeah.
Sounds made up.
I don't think that's Sarah Paulson. The director?
Her name is Sarah Paulson.
She does directing too. That's Robert Paulson's sister.
All right, here we go.
She was a
Will
person.
not turn a blind eye. Going for a jog should not be a death sentence. Sleeping in your own home should not be a death sentence.
What?
What does that even mean?
Sleeping in your home should not be a death sentence. Well, it is for almost everyone.
Especially if you have sleep apnea.
Going for a job also not a death sentence.
If you're lucky, sleeping in your bed will be a death sentence. I mean, everybody has to die. I hope I fall asleep and never wake up when I'm very old.
That would be a good way to go.
What the fuck are these people talking? Who is
Video
this?
games with your nephew should not be a death sentence.
Shopping in the store should not be a death sentence. Business as usual shouldn't.
Well, I mean, that's, when you're shopping in a store that sells pits with spikes in it. What else would be a death sentence? What kind of store would accidentally be a death sentence to shop in it?
An axe store.
An axe store. Yeah. Cyanide. Poison.
If there was a shooting in a Walmart, I mean, that could be it too.
Every Walmart's a death sentence.
Eventually. Yeah. Walmart is nothing but disease. I get those shopping carts, and my hand sticks to them. Like that is fucked up. And by the way, do take note of that. Next time you go to Walmart and you get a shopping cart, like it's as if some little child was licking a lollipop, put it all over her hands, and then you know what I mean.
Well, I actually went to Walmart today for the first time in a couple of months, and there's somebody there that's like wiping them down and presenting them to you now.
That's good. That's a start. Yeah, that's a start. All right.
Please videotape yourself in the bunny suit with a little mask on going to Walmart. Please.
Okay.
Not be life-threatening.
I feel threatened by this guy.
Mm-hmm.
John, this is a good performance that you turned in here.
Yeah, it's make me want to get those eyebrows back on, man.
Yeah. Hold on a second. This guy's yelling at me. I don't know what I did.
Oh, you haven't been ready for yelling until Jesse yells at you.
Okay, we'll get to that at the. I understand he goes into character almost.
Yeah, I wanted him to say bitch at a certain point.
Yeah, you hear him say bitch at the end in your head.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Be a death sentence.
Shopping in a store should not be a death sentence.
I'm sorry.
Business as usual.
Business as usual should not be life-threatening.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, there is a business as usual that is life-threatening, and it's being a police officer.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think of the chords that they use? Aren't they very sincere chords? Dun, dun.
Yeah, are they all minor chords? Or no?
Yeah.
Are they? Yeah, they are. All right, here we go. Business as usual should not be a death. Well, it is for police officers, firefighters too, comic book artists.
Yep. I was gonna. Yeah.
Lifeguards,
letterers, and specifically
crash test dummies.
Mm-hmm.
Those aren't real people. Those are just.
Oh, come on.
Mountain climbers.
By the way, mountain climbers. You're right.
Pianists.
Yeah.
Pianists. What?
Yeah, people who study the penis.
Yeah. Yeah, like that lady with Rasputin.
I thought those were wienertricians.
No, penists are women who hate men. You're just penist. You're a penist. All right, here we go.
I stand against hate.
Who doesn't?
Clip that. That's me. I stand against hate. Fuck you.
They're very hate-filled against hate.
You gotta love, and hate.
Graham, what do you want to say about all this? Because I know you're biting your tongue.
I just can't stand Hollywood anymore. I just really can't. I got no patience for these privileged people trying to tell us how to live our lives. And they're so much better than it just makes me feel terrible about being me.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't be more like them.
Yeah,
call out culture. That's next, man. It's gonna happen everywhere.
What's that?
Call out culture. That's what they're encouraging. Call out culture. So when you're at your job and you say something, it's not just take it to the manager. It's address it right there and make a fucking scene out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, what do they do?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Did you hear what he said?
Karen. Damn, Karen.
People are saying I can't get mad at Kristen Bell. I can't either because she's dumb and she loves. Like I saw that video of her. She likes sloths.
She really loves sloths, bro.
And she was crying about sloths. I don't know. I don't know how you can love a sloth.
Slowly.
All right, here we go.
She's
I
good.
stand against hate. I stand against hate. I stand against
Ro Kabir Kumar shaved. He looks good.
Yeah, looking good, Ro.
Looking smooth.
Yeah.
hate. I will stand against hate in love. I will make my presence known.
And killer cops must be prosecuted. They are murderers. We can turn the tide. It is time to take responsibility. Call out hate. Step up. And
goosebumps, Jesse. Goosebumps.
God, is he acting hard?
Furious, man. He's like, I'm feeling it. I'm absolutely feeling it.
This is going to get me that next role.
Yeah. These are all
me
tests
too. Finally,
He's out to their agents.
Yep. Right, here we go.
Take action,
bitch.
Hashtag I take responsibility. I am going to use that hashtag today, mostly to demonize John Malin. That is my
It's
plan.
about time someone took responsibility for me. Honestly,
You're doing it yourself. Somebody needs to.
I will also be demonizing Graham Nolan after this, and I take responsibility for everything that Graham has said, and not Eric though. Eric, I can't take fucking responsibility for Eric.
I can handle it myself.
Who am I, Jesus? You know,
I cast all my sins on Dan Fraga.
Oh,
right on.
If they're going to take responsibility for every crooked cop, are they going to serve some prison time for them or what? I mean, how far can we hold these guys to taking responsibility for all these bad actions going on in the world?
Giving away all their money. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're going to
give away that money.
Their money. Yeah.
Reparations for these
their job?
victims of police brutality. Let's see it happen, guys. You got a lot.
Are they going to step out of their roles and give them to people of color? Is that what's next?
Donating to the police officers' families that are murdered, that are killed in the line of duty. What are they doing for them?
Well, they're the bad guys, Grant.
Yeah, those are the villains.
There's no good cops. Remember?
Oh, I forgot that narrative. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
Got some super chats here. Matt Deckard says, "Remember escapism." I do. Vikasan Zavasan says, "You are not fat, Uncle E. You're just short for your weight." Thank you so much. I should be like 9 feet tall. Narwhal Book says, "Solidarity with shiny domes tonight." Arts 1984 says, "Hey Ethan, been a while since I managed to catch one of your streams. We'll always love your new X-Men creepy Xavier. Mr. Nolan, I love your shirt, sir. Aloha."
All right. This is my uniform.
Mystery Meatball for $2 says, "Has anyone pointed out how fat Ethan is?"
Not once.
Good point.
You know what? Like if I were a 13-year-old girl, I would develop an eating disorder from this. And I think they're doing that on purpose, you know.
I have an eating disorder. Anytime they bring disorder in front of me, I eat it.
Bedford Hill says, was Bane ever associated with League of Shadows assassins before the Dark Knight Rises movie? Wasn't he in some sort of MS-13 type Colombian gang?
Not under Chuck and me, he wasn't. Maybe other writers took him in that direction, but quite honestly, I never read any of it.
No. I'm really into fitness, Dan. Fitness pie in my mouth.
Hell yeah.
Danny
24-hour fitness.
Danny Rendon says, please consider backing Mighty Mascots on Indiegogo. Alterna is ComicsGate. Hell yes. People Circus says, big shout out to ComicsGate. I'm just a guy in the chat. And ComicsGate got me to 200% on my Indiegogo with my art book Phantom. Blown away with the support.
Right
Yeah, People
on.
Circus Phantom on Indiegogo looks fucking amazing. And People Circus is a terrific artist. So congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
Comic Book says, Chenoo needs a tier with both covers.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah. Smart RN1 says, my brother, can an RN get a wrench? I got your RN stands for registered nurse. Yeah. I got your back, saving lives every day and backing ComicsGate.
Wow.
Number one Marvel fan says, just backed it. The Chenoo looks great. P.S. What's up, buddy? LOL. Why is it funny that he says, what's up to me? You know what I mean? Like, what's up, buddy? That's what he just said.
I think he's saying you're fat. E.
Well, I don't. It's not that funny.
I didn't catch that. I
don't know. Maybe it's a weird sort of progression of super chats.
I'm just saying, what's up, buddy? LOL. How do you hear that in your head? Like
They're
you
high?
hear it. You hear it like,
hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Like a good thing.
You're a motivated guy.
It's a positive. It's a
I hear it like this. I hear it like this. What's up, buddy?
Just it's your campaign. Like he backs everybody's campaigns.
That's
He's
a
very
weird
evil.
default. That's a weird default.
Yeah.
Strange.
I might be oversensitive. Kevin, thanks for $2. Khalifa K is a new member and will receive a Rumblebee trading card if he just goes to the community tab on my Facebook page, on my YouTube page, and follows the instructions therein. Chris Barchuk says, any retailer packages? That's a good question, Graham.
Yes, I have 2 retail packages actually.
Okay. Comic Books in Cahoots says, why is Malin still more disturbing looking than the grown man in the pink bunny suit? Because Fraga has eyebrows and soul.
Yeah. I do lack both.
Graham, all they do is bust our balls nonstop.
Do that. They're ragging on you about your weight? That's rude.
Nonstop every day. The first thing they say is, they don't say, good morning, Ethan. How are you feeling today? They say, good morning, you enormous, gigantic hippopotamus.
Do you still have all your toes today?
Yeah, they're like, right. When are you going to?
They've driven you eating watermelon all day long, all the live long day.
I'm doing everything I can to lose this weight so these people will shut the fuck up. That's all I'm doing it for.
Hashtag stay safe, bro. Stay safe.
Do some push-ups.
I just, I could. I just want my fans to shut up. That's all I want.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
Let's see. Leroy says, will Battlebrick Road have a tank heist? Malin doesn't like his fans and won't give us what we want. It's up to you, Eric.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Make that the $75,000 stretch goal.
Don Chin, creator of Adolescent Radioactive Black Bell Hamsters, is in the chat. He just joined my channel.
Hey, Don.
Awesome. Don is ComicsGate. Random Name says, E, are you unwell? You lost so much weight. I'm worried about you. Thank you. People Circus, here's £2 for watermelon eggs.
I'll tell you what happened. I know the trick. You let your beard grow out, then you shave it down, makes it look like you lost weight.
I don't think so. I think if I shave my beard down, by the way, that does work if you trim it. Just trim it. But if you took it off, people would go, look at your face. You look like a marshmallow with a baseball cap.
Yeah, you don't want to take it off. You just want to trim it down. Yeah. Use like a number 2. When you use number 2 on there, that takes about a ½ inch off your face. All of a sudden, you lost weight. You're gaining weight, but then you shave it makes it look like you lost weight. Fat guy hack 101.
I like it. I'm gonna try it.
Coach knows.
Snarkticon DM says Ethan does run. I feel the tremors here in Indiana. That's not true. Snarkticon DM says the only BLM. Oh, the only BLM I support is bacon, lettuce, and mayo.
Oh damn,
that sounds good right now.
It does.
Snarkticon DM says that lady could be the next Mrs. Ya Boy. Mikey Curtis says shame about Paw Patrol. And good news, my latest book with Good Preston, 3 Nights and 4 Days, is live. Have a look at it, says Mikey Curtis. Sneaky Snack says hashtag amplify melanated voices is an unironic hashtag. I'm afraid it is. It's really stupid. Juan Franco says no carbs, no snacking in between meals, no alcohol. Fuck that. No sugar, eat lots of vegetables. You can only burn fat during ketosis.
That's
I don't
true.
like when people know things like that.
It works though, man. It works.
Here's the thing. When you haven't eaten anything all day except for half a watermelon, 1 glass of whiskey is going to knock you the fuck out. And that's...
But you can't, it's not, like I said earlier, man, it's not sustainable. You can't live like that. You can do... Yeah. They'll lead to health issues, man. We want you safe. Do it right.
And stereotypes. You don't want that.
I can't live
without food.
If living is without food,
I can't live.
I can't give anymore.
Rachmaninoff, man. They took a Rachmaninoff song and put was that Eric Carmen? Put that shit right on top of there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look it up. It's Rachmaninoff. All that piano underneath there is a Rachmaninoff song.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Graham Nolan couldn't give a shit about any of this.
But that's he said he grew up during the disco when Leo Sayer was making disco songs.
I like Leo.
Yeah, and then he did "Love You More Than I Could Say," and it was like he went from disco to country. You know, it's like what the fuck.
I know.
And that's what was happening in that day. Like people were going from country to disco. You got Olivia Newton-John being the country singer, Kenny Loggins and Messina singing country, and then they're singing "I'm All Right" for the fucking. For the golf movie.
I like that song, "The House of Pooh," because that reminds me of Kieran Shiak with all of his rabbits that he lets run loose.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, that.
See, that's prior ComicsGate stuff. You know?
House of Pooh. I thought that was a tree where he hoped honey would be found.
The House of Pooh is a song about Woody the Pooh that Kenny Loggins sang.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
And it also reminds me of a house filled with rabbit shit in England by an SJW who called me a Nazi.
That's disgusting. Thinking they're dropping down little raisinets.
Oh, they're saying it's Pooh Corner, the house at Pooh Corner. Same thing. It still works. The joke still works.
Still works.
It wasn't funny the first time. It's not funny the second time, but in equal measure.
But true comedy has to be tried, and sometimes it fails, and then you move on, or you tune it up. If it still fails, you move on.
You know what? If you could judge a man by his failures, I would be a success. Fraga.
If a man's considered guilty for what goes on in his mind, give me the electric chair for all my future crimes. That's a Prince lyric from Batman. True story. Because I love that soundtrack, man. If a man is considered guilty for what goes on in his mind. Yeah, it's called a song called The Future.
Did you get the whole soundtrack in a week?
I don't know. I love it.
You want to check it out. Like he just jammed that thing out. It was amazing.
He considered it one of his albums. He didn't consider it a side project. He considered it yet another Prince album.
Cool.
Yeah.
They had his earmark on it.
Yeah.
Well, now that he's dead, I will reevaluate it and say that it is a side project. That sold a lot.
Cold-blooded, man.
Cruel.
Cold-blooded.
And it is horrible. And
Party Man, dude. Party Man. That's an incredible song. Lemon Crush, incredible. The Arms of Orion, incredible. Scandalous, incredible. Dude, come
Still,
on.
I keep Vicky waiting.
That's right. You hear the joke about the lover who said, "Why is your organ so small?" And he replied, "I didn't know. I was playing in a cathedral."
Yeah.
Vicky didn't laugh at all.
We'll be reviewing this Batman soundtrack all next week.
Yeah.
Just terrible. Thank you guys for getting me to 927. We're moving $1,000 at a time towards that 1 million.
Hallelujah.
Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales did okay tonight. Picked up a few more backers there. Thank you for that. Battle Brick Road by the great Eric Weathers. You know what it is? It's that Eric has been calling everybody names all night.
I know.
long.
I'm sorry.
So
I don't apologize.
I know what he called me.
What?
His homie.
Oh,
it's fucked up, man. I thought I was.
I don't apologize for that either.
All right.
Oh.
I'm gonna call you Thesis because it's better than calling you Essay. What up, Thesis?
You've been fraged.
Yeah.
Boom.
Over here we have Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar, and of course we promote it. But Zach won't come in here. Zach's been a little bit emo lately. Zach's like, I want the hate to stop, and I'm like,
the world today is a pressure cooker, man. It's hard.
yeah. I'm like, it's not going to stop, Zach. You got to get in here and you got to swim with the fishes.
Yeah.
Make the world a better place by your presence. That's what I do.
Spread the love.
Spread the love. Human Sunbeam. Graham Nolan's the Chenoo. And we refresh it and we see that again, more backers. We are 9 backers away from 500 backers.
Fantastic.
Exceptional.
It's not bad. It could be better.
Not bad.
It could be better. 7 days left. Let's get this to 500 backers, guys. Have you backed the Chenoo yet? And why not? If you haven't, see if the audio's on.
Good evening. Tonight's big story centers on the state of emergency declared this morning in Buffalo.
Between 4,000 and 5,000 cars said to be abandoned on city streets.
Buffalo still very much a city under siege.
Space's wind whips the snow into 30-foot drifts.
Niagara Falls Air Base, one of their...
Anybody from Netflix out there? You should watch this. Cool movie.
Below tonight, 10 below zero. Get off the streets and highways as soon as possible.
The trailers are getting better and better, I'll tell you. That is phenomenal. Chenoo. Hey, give the quick pitch, Graham. What is Chenoo about for new people here? We got 1,200 people watching.
Oh, okay, cool. The Chenoo is the story of a creature that comes off the ice, and he traps a bunch of people in a house to feed on them. The Chenoo was once a man. It's based on Native American myth, whose soul was so scarred by something he had done, and it is usually cannibalism, that he turns into this creature, and he eats the hearts of men in a vain effort to recapture the warmth he'll never know. And he comes off the ice in these 1 in 500 year storms to feed. And a new storm is coming, and he, like I said, he gets these people trapped in this house and tries to eat them. And so it's a great, real straight horror tale of claustrophobia and terror. It's a lot of fun.
Wonderful.
And the most claustrophobic I've ever felt in any movie was a movie called The Descent. Did you ever see it?
Oh my God, yeah.
Down in the caves?
Yeah. I've never felt more claustrophobic in any movie other than that one.
What about when I knocked you out with a chloroform rag and threw you in my trunk?
That was I don't know, like I got
You don't
really
remember
hard.
it?
I got hard.
Yeah.
And then I just remember waking up in Mexico with no pants. It was weird.
All right.
So I don't know. It was a mixed bag of emotions. I'm gonna need a few more sessions in therapy to really like give you a solid answer on that one.
All right. I can wait. Graham Nolan's the Chenoo. Make sure to back it. The link is in the description below. So all you have to do is click that little arrow underneath the screen, and all these like links are going to come down so that you can back these projects. But definitely back Graham Nolan's tonight because he's got 7 days left. We want to make this campaign rock and roll. He should be at 6 figures now, but he's not because this is the first time he's been on this show. And I take blame for that.
Responsibility.
We blame you too.
I take responsibility for that.
I take responsibility.
Every
for that.
time Graham Nolan launches a project that doesn't get to 6 figures, I take responsibility
I
for
take
that.
responsibility for that every time.
Yeah.
So we're all in agreement.
All right, let me read some more of these super chats here. Let's see. Are Vespis insects of color? Black hives matter, says Carson Depps.
It's a good one.
Yes, they are. Antoine Dennison says, in Canada, Black Lives Matter is going after Dudley Do-Right. That's great. Well, he's a white cop. He is. He's a Mountie. Akiram says, ask Graham how Chenoo is pronounced.
Just the way you said it.
There you go.
Chenoo.
I thought it was Chenoo at first, but it's Chenoo. So
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Chenoo.
Chenoo.
I thought I got away with cheating on my girl, but it turns out she knew. Snarticon DF says Ethan can't wait to kill some more celebrities. Mike Murphy says everyone check out Deep Well, 27% funded, 22 days to go. Perks include prints from Vinnie Tartamella and John Malin. Thanks, Ethan, and best to the panel. Francis Lancer says melanated means jogger. It means jogger? What is that about? Let's see. CD says, can we make a ventriloquist dummy for Fragga that looks like him? It could co-host his channel. It would be like that Anthony Hopkins movie Magic. That would be good if you had a little pink bunny like
that would be rad. I have the slippers. They don't look like me though. That'd be great. Like a Muppet with the weird eyes and shit.
Yeah.
I should get my wife on that. She can craft the hell out of that stuff.
The Buzz General and the J Team says Robbie Rectum told me to tell you that. That's interesting. The Canuck joined the channel. Angry Yellow Bird, it says just watch hentai. Juan Franco says the SJW. Oh, I read that one. Optimus Deadpool, read that one. Umbrella Guy says Tug is $5,000 away from 100K. Boom!
Hell yeah.
Wow.
6 figures, young lady. Let's get that going for Tug, man.
He's, it's funny. He's like, I don't think I'm going to be able to repeat that performance. And I said, I think you will, and you'll beat it. And he, because he hit 6 figures last time too.
Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to whoop its ass.
YouTube. That's all it is. And having a charming personality, which Tug has. I don't know how I do it. Optimus Deadpool says, either way, Eric makes money. Eric never loses. All kidding aside, all these books look amazing. And thanks for everything y'all have done for us. DCB TXK says, Uncle E, ask Graham for his tanning secrets. You need them. He's a very tan fellow. Yeah.
That's the secret. Go fishing.
Yeah, get on that boat out there, like pulling what do you pull out of the water?
Me?
Yeah, are you on a boat fishing, Graham?
No, I was fishing in the creeks first because bass were nesting in there, and getting out to the lake for other goodies. But I fished shore. I sold my boat years ago, and I regretted it ever since. I got to get another one.
Well, we'll try to earn you one here.
Think of that, my friends. Think of me in my need of a boat.
Well, you have a buy me a beer tier. You should just have a buy me a boat tier.
Stretch goal.
I'll get on that tomorrow.
These guys are sitting there saying if Ethan gets on the boat, you'll need a bigger boat. Then you just shut up, guys. Let's see. GMTC podcast says, I bet a honeycomb box. It's Jason Fabic. That's interesting. Snarticon DM says, ComicsGate fanfic idea, 2 mules for Sister Cecil. Juan Franco says, do a tutorial on how to sound like an SJW. LOL. Let's see. It's just a lispy
Valley girl.
Lispy Valley girl is kind of what you do. Vukasin Zuvasin, on a scale of 1 to 10, how stoned is Fragaboom?
10 all the time.
7.
He's only at a 9 when he's sleeping.
Yeah, 7 right now.
Billy the Max says, if only he tweeted about being a P to the E to the D to the O, then he'd still have a job. I love that. That's totally an Umbrella Guy thing. P to the E to the D to the O. Michael Bancroft says, this stream is ghosted. I can't even see that you're live. YouTube is disavowing Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Antonio Cardina says, didn't John Malin do business with China?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Print Ninja. They're
In
great.
Canada.
Yeah, really good printer.
Mandy Summers says, I've seen Graham catch fish with his bare hands, and she winks. What on earth does that mean, Mandy? And why are you winking? Snarticon DM says, imagine there's no celebs. Imagine there's no celebs. It's easy. If you try, you may say I'm a memer, but I'm not the only one. Austin Kaiser says, have you talked about the aspiring SoundCloud rapper who became the warlord of a 6-block area of Seattle?
What?
Yeah. Chaz. Raz is in control of Chaz.
I never know what anyone's talking about.
I have no idea either. That's amazing.
I'm sure it'll be a movie in 5 years.
Rockfighter says Zach apology video where he goes off into how steam locomotives got their numbers and insight from his rich friends about saving money on groceries. Justin Mave says Pineapple Perception is $1,367 from hitting 150, and the next stretch goal, let's get Fragga there.
That's true. We're so close. That's unlocks a whole new comic book when we hit that.
Black Flag guys, back Black Flag tonight.
Yeah.
Mike Jenkins says it's really some ham-handed lefty BS to get Creepy Joe elected. Unfortunately, it's not about Black lives at all. Force Goes Fabulous says, I want to hug a cop after watching this video. Seriously, can you imagine your entire profession is being demonized by half the country? I mean, it's enough. Starticon DM says, send all these celebs to autonomous Seattle. Let's see how they fare. Dr. Ian Malcolm says, Dan is too chicken to film himself going into Walmart in the bunny outfit.
No, I'm not. Oh, I see what you're doing because the Marty McFly thing. You motherfucker.
Do it.
I see what he did. Watch it happen, motherfucker. Fuck, I'm pissed now.
Go do it. Go to Walmart.
Do it now.
Should I buy? Should I buy?
Live.
Do it live.
Get some snowball, those little Hostess snowballs.
Yeah, get the pink ones.
Yeah.
Buy carrots. Lots of carrot, like a whole basket of carrots.
I just got to get my kid to film it. That's all. I'll
King
do it.
KDI says, back at Terra Olympus, Volume 1 and 2 on Indiegogo. 5 days left. Terra Olympus. View of Uranus says, Malin's secret to looking thin, Cecil. Brian says, Graham Nolan's the
He's
Chenoo.
skinnier than I am now, man.
Yeah, he looks good. Graham Nolan's The Chenoo variant cover can be added in the add-on section. Okay, so that's good information to know. Thank you, Brian. He says also back Vaughn's Monster MD.
Yes.
The Canuck says, where is my damn welcome to the channel, EVS? What I have to do back Honeycomb Box 3 times? Sheesh. The Canuck, welcome to the channel. Did you? I didn't know.
Awesome. I see him in my chat all the time. Really good. Really good.
Oh,
guy.
shit. I might have passed over him. The Canuck joined the channel. Thank you so much for joining the channel. Make sure to get your Rumblebee trading card. I appreciate you very much, more than anyone else. All right, so I want to say thank you, Graham Nolan, for being here with us tonight. What a pleasure it was to have you as a guest. You are, even though you got treated with very little respect here, it wasn't personal. It's just the way this stupid show is.
Hey man, we have a ball here. This has been a lot of fun.
All right, well, let's check one more time and see where we landed before we say goodnight and head over to the Jack Show. $30,799.
Very close.
We exceeded expectations, I think.
Absolutely, and I can't thank you enough. And I really appreciate you having me on and listen to me ramble on. And
incredible.
You barely said anything. It was my stupid, face running. All right, but anyway, thank you so much for being here, Eric. Thank you so much, my friend. We're gonna get together and start lettering some stuff soon. John Malin is shipping out Graveyard Shift 2 right now. I know that because I got my notification that my book shipped. Adam Post, back College of the Dead. It's upside down.
Packing books on stream just now.
Packing books on stream.
Pack it up, pack it in.
No, that's College of the Dead graduation day.
Yeah.
Okay, College of the Dead graduation. Spring break is coming, right? You're going to be doing
Spring break is next, exactly. It's just go to collegeofthedead.com, takes you right to the campaign, and it's shipping next week. It's exciting.
So back that now, and you're going to get it very soon. Fragaboom, thank you for being here as usual, my friend. Everyone back Black Flag Pineapple Perception and get Dan to that 150, that sweet spot. Make that happen. Thank you, everyone in the chat. We couldn't do anything without you guys. We love you. We respect you. It's what ComicsGate's all about. You guys are the customers, and sincerely, thanks for being here and having a good night with us. See you over at Kelsey's or John's channel. John?
My channel tonight, and we'll have Dan on as a guest to help fill the room. I don't know if Cecil is going to be on or not, so we'll see.
I'll come in at midnight.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
For when you're ready.
Go over to John Mills. Take care, everyone.
All right. Have a great one.